Hello and welcome to the Football Social with Sky Bet for England against Colombia. Come on, boys! Come on! Well, technically Colombia against England, but I think we're getting very excited about England right now. Within the studio is Pete Dorman, Dave Jackson, Chris Hamill and Emile Heskey. Guys, thanks for joining us. Before we get into anything, let's have a look at the starting lineup.
Let's do it.
Firstly, the Colombian team is in. Chris Hamill, big news, James Rodriguez is not starting, and he's not even on the bench.
Oh, dear
How
me.
much of a blow is that for Colombia?
That's breaking massively. He is the fulcrum of that side. He is their decisive passer. He's really direct, which I like. Quintero, also a very good passer. Cuadrado, great outlet. And Falcao, obviously, just recently got his first World Cup goal, but they're going to miss him. He's the linchpin.
That was
involved in a goal every 93 minutes.
That was an amazing part of vocabulary there. What do you call it? Is the fulcrum?
Fulcrum.
The fulcrum, I think.
What's that? The Velcro.
We'll move on from that, Chris Hamill. Emile, this is the England team. Interestingly, this is the same England team that started our first game against Tunisia. What are your thoughts on this team? Any surprises for you?
No, I'm not surprised, to be honest with you. I didn't think anyone did enough to show that they could play in this side, you know, and for them to...
From the Belgium game?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, to change the team, to be honest with you. And I'm always one to think that if you're on a run, you should actually just stick with it. And I wasn't too impressed with them changing it. But, you know, it's the chance to put it right now.
So if you were Southgate, just picking up on that point there, you'd have kept with your strongest 11?
As a player, I want to play. I want to carry on. I want the momentum to keep going.
Harry Kane must have been fuming.
Yeah, Harry Kane, I mean, Dave, what are your thoughts on that? Harry Kane, I mean, he would have been the most upset of all the players, wouldn't he? Because he's on for the Golden Boot.
But England were already qualified, so just like the counter-argument. Like, say he'd have come on and got injured, then everyone would be slating Southgate. This is when it matters now, in like knockout football. This is when Kane, Southgate, everyone needs to prove that they are worthy of this level.
Pete, you've got a very important role for this show because this show is all about you guys getting your questions in. Tell us what you're after, mate.
I am covering everything social media for this game. If you have any comments, reactions... He's been waiting for that. If you have any comments, questions, reactions, drop them in the comments below or tweet me at Football Daily or at SoccerAM with the hashtag #TheFootballSocial, and I will farm them out to the guys here in the studio.
OK, and as well as all of that, we've got some great incentives from our mates at Sky Bet. Check this out. Now, if you place £10 worth of bets on Colombia against England pre-match, you get £5 free bet, which is great. Minimum odds of 1 to 3 apply. That is valid before kick-off. You must be 18 plus, and of course, full terms and conditions apply. Plus, we've got request to bet. Slightly negative to start the show off, Hammer, with this, because I've been told to say Colombia to win on penalties is 10 to 1. Surely we're not seeing another penalty shootout, are we? Let's
I'm not even going to entertain that with the results, right?
That is available before kick-off as well. Odds are subject to change. See skybet.com for latest. Have to be 18 plus, and full terms and conditions apply. The big debate that we want to talk about now, Emile, you look on social media and everyone's either saying it's coming home, England going to win the World Cup, or everyone's getting carried away. So are we getting carried away, or is this the best opportunity England will ever have of winning the World Cup?
If you look at it, it's probably the best opportunity. If you look at the run of games, when we win.
That's been objective.
When we win.
Simply.
Yeah, you know, you look at the run of games, it's been nice to us. But, you know, you still got to go out there and perform. And obviously, we've seen it over the years when the pressure's on, can we deal with it?
Tell us about that when you're in a tournament, because obviously you played in some unbelievable England teams with players where the expectation was very high. What is tournament football like, and why do some teams not perform at the level they're expected to perform at?
The pressures are very high. The expectations are very high. And it's whether you can actually deal with that. And as well, you know, you look at them being away for 6 weeks at a time together as a group. Some people don't, you know, you've got different personalities. Some don't like to be on their own. Some just want to be on their own.
These guys look like they're having fun. So you were part of the 2010 setup.
It's totally different to that.
Capello, right? Was it as frosty as people make out? Was it as...
I don't think it was as frosty as people make out. We still had the same facilities and stuff like that, but it just seems like these are more knitted together than what we were.
And does that stem from what Rio was saying and Frank in that there was a lot of players there at different clubs who were competing for the Premier League, and their focus was perhaps more so on that than banding together as a team?
Yeah, because you're only with... if you're playing for one team, you're with that team 10 months. You go away 10 days with your national team, and I'll go away 10 days. Then you come back. So we're together more often anyway. And can you really form a bond in 10 days.
Yeah.
Or
Like
7
behind
days.
enemy lines, sort of thing. Oh.
You know, so it was difficult at times, and I saw different sides of it as well because I played for Liverpool. Leicester, I was in the squad with Leicester. There was no one else there.
In the squad with Wigan.
But there was no one else there.
Yeah, of course.
That's like an ex-teammate from home.
Yeah,
kind of thing,
so you know, you just blend in with the odd people there, but you see Liverpool.
You're everyone's best mate. Is that what you're saying?
I was with Liverpool players, and then you've got the Man U players, then you've got Arsenal. You know, you're bound to stick with who you know.
There seems like there is a real bond with the players now.
That's the thing, yeah, they actually seem like a team on and off the pitch now, which is so refreshing to see.
But I think social media helps that as well.
Yeah, massively.
Speaking of social, Dave, I want to come to you here because the counter-argument to that people are saying is, I've got a list here of countries that England have beaten during the last 4 World Cups. Tunisia, Panama, Slovenia, Paraguay, Trinidad and Tobago and Ecuador. And England have not won a knockout game at a major tournament in 12 years.
Yeah.
So do you think we are getting a little bit carried away?
There are no bad teams at the World Cup, Adam Smith. All right. So,
that's the answer to that.
That's fine.
No, I think that's almost like where the pressure comes from, right? Because it's like, as I said, we will never have a better opportunity to at least get to a final than we have in 2018. And I think that's where the excitement comes, but also that's where the pressure comes.
We are so excited. Pete, how excited is social media now? What are people saying?
Well, I mean, it's actually a wee bit negative here because I put out a poll before the game, before we started the stream, and asked, are England fans getting carried away? And 64% have said yes, they are getting carried away. But in the comments below, there are people saying, what is wrong with a bit of optimism around an England squad?
Very true.
It's very different, and let's have more of it.
Yep.
There's nothing wrong with being optimistic, Dave, is there?
No, because I think particularly the first two, in the first half of the first game, they played very well. Obviously, they was only playing against Panama second game, but they've actually been playing well. And even in the 2 friendlies before, maybe not the second half of like the Nigeria game, but they're playing well. So that's where the optimism kind of comes from as well.
Colombia, Chris. We spoke earlier about James Rodriguez being out. But they've still got a lot of other good players as well. I feel like England. A lot of England fans think that this is England win, but they've still got a lot of good players even without James Rodriguez.
Yeah, and I think they should have gone further in Brazil. I think they have a bit of an inferiority complex when it comes to Brazil when they crashed out in the the quarters or the semis in 2014.
Quarter-final, yeah.
And I actually watched the game against Poland in a Colombian bar and. Beautiful fans, beautiful people, but there is an expectation there.
Speaking of like Colombia fans, Seb is telling me that we've got the world's biggest Colombia fans about to come on screen, I think, in a minute.
Oh, hello.
Seb, is that like right?
I don't know. If not, then it's pretty jarring. But they've got a lot of good players. And before we cut over, I can talk about Quintero. I can talk about Cuadrado. And they're very aggressive in the press, which I like, but sometimes it leaves them a little bit open in central areas, and I think that's where Lingard and Dele Alli can exploit Colombia. And Yerry Mina and Davison Sanchez, good physical centre-halves, but positionally can be a bit suspect sometimes. I think Lingard might get a lot of joy in this game. Yeah,
let's look at Colombian qualification. Finished 4th in the South American qualifying group behind Brazil, Uruguay and Argentina. Won 7, drew 6 and lost 5. Only scored 21 goals in 18 qualifying games.
Tough though, isn't it, the Comebol?
It is, yeah. I bet not amazing qualification campaign, Chris, that.
No, but they don't have... I mean, Falcao has only just got his first World Cup goal. They've lacked a prolific forward. At the last tournament, he was injured, wasn't he? I'm not so sure in qualification what sort of system they went with, but it just shows you how important James Rodriguez is in terms of creating those chances. And for their chief creator to be out when the goal-scoring record, apart from against Poland, where they got 3, has been a little bit patchy. But there's a few players in this team that have been spurned by English fans, and maybe that will motivate them even further. Cuadrado didn't have a great time of it at Chelsea, Falcao at Manchester United and Chelsea, so, might add a little something to
prove.
It. Bit of flavour.
We're just looking at the warm-ups now. The players are out for the national anthems. While we're talking about goals, Emile, can't get you on here without talking about Harry Kane. 18 goals in 26 caps for England. Compared to Rooney, it took Wayne Rooney 48 caps to get to 18 goals. Bear in mind, Wayne Rooney is England's record ever goal scorer. Kane, 26 caps. That's incredible, isn't it?
Different players, though. Kane actually plays up front. Rooney plays in different positions as a number 10 and, floating. But he's an out-and-out striker. He's an out-and-out goal-getter. Yeah. And it shows in his goals.
How far can Kane go? Sorry, Chris. Do you think he'll break all the records? He'll go on to become England's all-time scorer?
I think he can. He's got that mental ability to actually just want and focus to want to do it every season, season in, season out. And nowadays, look after their bodies a lot better than when we were younger, so they're going to go longer.
Yeah, OK. Pete, you've got a tweet for us, I believe.
Go on, mate.
Do I?
Well, yes, it's on screen right there, I think, behind
Slick,
it.
lads.
There
There it is.
From
Come on.
the real Akin fan. Okay. If Kane scores 2 tonight, I will take 20 people for chicken. I mean,
Wow,
that is an offer and a half. Chicken was Akin fan.
Which one we go? Where are they going?
Surely
Where
none.
are they going?
Surely
Yeah,
none.
exactly.
David Myler straight in
David
there.
Myler straight. Hashtag Kane scores 2, we go for chicken. Surely that's not bad, is it? Kane getting 2, the form that he's in, he wouldn't put it past him. 20 people for chicken. Fair play to Mark.
What do you think to Kane's celebrations, though? Because you had a couple of great ones. We obviously had the DJ spoon.
That was a great one. Can you
and the
reenact
golf
that one
putt.
for us?
So
There it is. There it is.
That's a classic.
There is Emile's
The limp
plastic
wrist.
celebration.
There we go.
There it is.
I'm going to snip that out. Quality.
I'll be honest, you see, like the boys don't look nervous. They don't. They look very. I feel like they're very focused.
They've looked like that all tournament,
Yeah.
which has been great. And, you see it on social media how relaxed they've been.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have been like that when I was playing.
Is it not?
No.
I'm getting the vibe it was a lot less relaxed in the dressing room there.
As well, especially when it was say 2000s, 2002, newspapers scattered all over the table. So, and not a lot of it was not.
Yeah, so you weren't getting that positive and negative sort of combination. It was all print. Yeah, fair enough.
Right, we can head to Croydon now because Olivia is there with some very
Go on then,
excited
Liv,
England fans. Liv.
In Croydon with some very passionate fans who feel like football is desperately coming home. But guys, are you feeling confident?
Absolutely, yes. We've got Harry Kane, 3-1. He's going to take us all the way. We're going to win this thing.
That's bold thinking. What's your score prediction?
Score prediction? It's going to be close. It's knockout football. All the games are close. I just hope we edge it. It's all very well thinking about we're going to need to sign the draw. This is not an easy team, but Rodriguez not even on the bench. That's a big boost for England.
Do you think we're going to go through?
Sorry?
Do you think we're going to go through?
I hope and pray we will.
Well, we're feeling confident here, but back to you guys in the studio.
Not like you.
You're making a point there. You're saying England fans look calm?
No, the fans, it's like the team. The team look very calm, they're very focused, like they're here to do a job.
And the fans in Croydon?
They look like they've had a few tins.
Poor Liv. She's got a job on her hands tonight.
Yeah, it looked very rowdy there. We will be getting more reaction from fans up and down the country. We are moments away. Lots of Colombian fans. We're chatting to people who are in Russia. We think that Colombian fans are outnumbering the England fans.
Colombian fans are
Moscow.
fantastic, man.
They are, aren't they? Brilliant
We went
fans.
to a pub in Camden where they were putting on an event for the Poland game, and at half-time, straight on the bar, dancing on the bar, they had, a bit of salsa over there. I'm not sure if I've got the right dance.
Isn't
food
that generally with South American fans? They're very...
Probably, but I just fully immersed in the experience. So good. Loved it. I think, we should get a bit of salsa going in here.
In your own time, Chris, demonstrate some. You are right, the South American fans properly embraced them. I went to the South Africa World Cup and Chile, unbelievable fans, dancing everywhere. Peru as well, a lot of people saying Peru have had one of the best supports in this tournament. Just hoping these are all South American teams, my geography does let me down at times, but that is a thing that they do properly embrace.
Yeah,
when you were playing for England,
just fun as well.
When you were playing at World Cups, what sort of fans were you sort of most impressed with?
Well, when I was playing with in the 2002, I was just amazed with that we had 10,000 Japanese fans following Bex with the mohawk haircut and everything. And, it was brilliant because we had the squad. We had six security guards, 4 for Bex and 2 for the rest of us.
Amazing.
That mean you could sneak out? Was he like a decoy?
Kick-off is a moment away. Guys, score prediction quickly then. What are we saying?
2-0 England.
I think 2-1 England.
2-1 England, 2-0 Dave says.
3-1.
3-1.
2-1 England.
I'm going to go extra time England. I think this is going to be a tight game.
Why
I don't want to kill the mood.
Spanner in the works.
I will go as crazy as anyone if and when England score.
That's not what you said on your Instagram, is it?
Come on, England!
Here we go. Come on, England!
Come on, boys.
Emile, tell us what this is like. You've played in these World Cups at kick-off.
Well,
do the nerves go straight away? Is it all about getting your first touch?
Yeah, it's all about getting your first touch and making sure that first touch is a good one, to be honest with you. And it sets you right for the rest of the game, to be honest.
Yeah. Who was the... So there's a couple of mainstays in this side, right? And as Dave was intimating there, like, the boys look full of confidence. Who was the person in your England team in that in that golden generation who you'd turn to, who was Mr. Consistent, who was just always, you know, like Roy Keane used to lead Manchester United in the tunnel. Who was that player for England in that 2002 side?
You got Beckson, haven't you, really? But Scholesy for me was someone who was very good, you know. Didn't really speak that much, to be honest with you, but
filled you with confidence. Always wanted the ball,
yes, exactly. And you need that as well. Someone who's showing for you, someone who's going to get on the ball and start things off.
Was he the best player you played with in your career?
Probably him and Stevie G.
Stevie G.
Yeah, him and Stevie G. And I obviously played with Stevie more than...
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Here we go.
It's nice, it's calm.
Nervous. He's feeling nervous, Dave.
He's feeling nervous.
Very nervous.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on Harry Maguire, Emile? Because I've been extremely impressed with him.
He's
Cranium at this tournament.
He's actually done very well. I played against him when I was at Bolton and he was at Wigan on loan. And I wasn't overly impressed with him, but he's come on leaps and bounds and he's one of the most comfortable on the ball.
Yeah, he was there as a fan, wasn't it, Euro 2016? And what 2 years it's been for him.
Exactly.
Pete, what are people saying on social?
I've got a question here actually from Rohill, who has asked, if England don't at least get to the semi-finals, will they be mocked, given they have had such an easy draw compared to the other side?
It's not mocked, but I think it would definitely be a failure at this stage with the run that they could potentially have. If they don't get to the semis now, then I think they would definitely be a failure.
Is that anything new for England? Teams expecting to be, you know...
No, but I think it's different this time, because they actually have an expectation now, because they're one of the higher ranked teams.
Always an expectation,
it's always like they're the underdog before.
But we went into this, I think, into this tournament with lower expectations than ever, and couple that with the newfound positivity we have for this side. I think maybe, there's certain sections of England fans that are maybe getting carried away, but even if we, crash out of this tournament, Gareth Southgate's brought down the average age. Yeah. We look like we have a plan now, a way of playing that we want to move forward with, and I think the future bodes well for England because the foundations have been laid at this tournament, basically. So I'll be positive either way.
But again, in the same breath, I think you've come into this tournament with the lowest expectations and now I've ended up with actually huge expectations.
Because about the draw. It shows you the fickle nature of football fans, What did you think going into the tournament, Emile? Were you quietly positive or...?
Yeah, I was. Because of the individual players that we've got. And they are good individual players, but we haven't seen it as a team, have we, really? But they're gelling very well together, especially in the new formation. None of these play this formation at the club level.
Yeah.
So it's something new for them. So the fact that they've taken it on board and they've really implemented what Gareth wants them to do, and it looks good.
So how much credit do you think Southgate deserves? No doubt England have progressed underneath him, but a lot of people are saying because of Jurgen Klopp, because of Pep Guardiola, because of Pochettino and all their tactical versatility, that's had the biggest impact on this group of players maybe. How did you find it when you were working under different managers?
It has had probably the biggest, because they're with them regularly.
Yeah.
So they get a better understanding of football itself anyway, and positional wise. I went from playing at Leicester to going to Liverpool, and Leicester, with all due respect, we just went out there and performed and didn't have too much tactics going into it. We knew what we were good at, and we did it.
Martin O'Neill had very pragmatic sides, right?
Yeah, and then you go to Liverpool where you've got to, everything's regimented, and you know everything. We used to stick poles on the pitch in different places, and you have to run to the ball's there, and then you have to run and go into different positions, showing where you'd be on the pitch and stuff like that. So you'd have to do that sort of stuff.
Was he the most meticulous manager you worked under?
Delhi.
Yeah.
Nice ball from Delhi.
Lovely. Raheem's in here.
Handball. Is that a handball?
Yes. Free kick.
Free kick. First real chance for England.
Straight in Harry Maguire's
Smithy, Yerry Mina is suspect. We should get him here. I like him. He's still developing at Barcelona, but he's only just come from Brazilian football, played for Palmeiras. Not a lot of tournament experience.
He is the top goal scorer though in this tournament so far.
I think he's got 5 goals in 14 appearances.
Big lad though, isn't he?
The thing is, you look at the players they play for though, Colombia. My point is, you've got players from Barcelona, Bayern Munich, AC Milan, Spurs, Arsenal. It's a good team, this Colombian team, isn't it?
100%. They should not be underestimating them at all. But that James Rodriguez thing is massive.
Yeah.
He's been so good for Bayern Munich. Really,
this is a big chance as well, right on the edge of the area. First chance for England. Also, set pieces, Emile. England have been brilliant at set pieces.
Definitely.
Surprised to see Trippier not over this?
No, Ash is very good at set pieces, to be honest.
Here we go.
Oh my God. Oh, it's
I do like Trippier from crosses.
Speaking of Trippier, here he is. Trippier whips one in. It's a chance! Oh, I'm getting so carried away.
Corner, Slippy! Come on, Slippy!
Harry Mina again.
Harry Mina, there
Come
he
on,
is.
Harry, get at him,
Oh,
please.
He's massive, isn't he?
He's huge. Him and Maguire, if they come together, black hole.
Oh, come on, Ashley. Take your time. Relax.
Big chance. Corner for England.
Harry Maguire, attack the ball.
Slowly absorbed into the game. Ignoring the pizza, ignoring the cameras. we need an early goal to settle.
Here we go. Another corner for England. Whipped in. It's a poor corner.
It was just touch or spin and he'll be down for 10 minutes. Someone should...
Emile, how aware are you during the tournament?
Well done.
The reaction back home, because obviously you've seen amazing scenes, especially with Harry Kane's late winner. How aware were you when you were playing in a major tournament of everything that was going on back home and the excitement of the tournament?
You're only. It's easier now. Obviously, you've got social media and stuff like that. But before we had newspapers, and that was it. That was the only way you could actually gauge how excited people were.
Yeah. And you were saying that had a bit of a negative impact,
it could have a
because you
positive,
weren't getting the support from the fans. You weren't getting it from the horse's mouth.
You say you wasn't getting the support from the fans. You were getting the support from the fans. You probably weren't getting the support from the media.
Right, yeah. And you were seeing the fans' reaction because of social media wasn't about. And that's changed quite a bit now, hasn't it? There's a lot of,
because you have
positivity.
Yeah, because you have so much engagement with fans now and the players, so they're more on their side than not.
Yeah. We just saw footage there. James Rodriguez taking a seat.
Yeah.
He looks devastated, doesn't he, that he's not involved?
What's happened with these shirts?
Go on. Lovely pass again from Trippier. Sterling, has he won the corner there? Yes, he has won the corner. I'm the only one that's excited about the corner, evidently.
Joe actually sent me an article about Southgate set pieces and how they've been inspired by NBA. He went over to America for a couple of months, and
that's right.
It's because they managed, in basketball, there's always inventive ways to create space in a very small area.
Yeah.
So he's kind of tried to carry that philosophy into.
I think that's the thing, right? It's so refreshing to see, like, your the club team or national, whatever. Look like they actually practice set pieces. Because it's definitely an area that you can exploit, right?
Oh yeah, 100%.
I got an interesting question here for you, Emile. From Waterboy, what does it feel like to have the weight of your nation on your shoulders, and how do you cope with it?
It's obviously difficult, but at times you don't feel it because you're so engrossed in just playing your game and enjoying the game of football.
What, so you kind of forget? As soon as you get in the pitch,
you forget a lot of that.
Quick on the counter, didn't they, Colombia? That's the second time.
Don't foul him. Well done. That's good. That was good. I thought he was going to bring him down then.
Before.
No Lord Maring from us.
No.
It's difficult, isn't it? Watching the game and talking and giving a detailed answer at the same time. This is
unbelievably open match.
Yeah, end to end. What I'm actually surprised about, Smith, is Colombia setting up in a 4-3-3 because they've been playing the whole tournament in a 4-2-3-1, and to be more attack-minded at this point in the tournament, they've kind of put all their cards on the table.
Have they seen something that they can exploit?
Potentially. It's that maybe sometimes Jordan Henderson is a little bit isolated, right? Because those central midfielders are very attacking.
Yeah.
But then again, you've got Delph, you've got Trippier. They can tuck in, can't they, and cover that space. But yeah, fascinating. They've chosen to switch it up now. But they were struggling, I think, in that area. Carlos Sanchez obviously got banned for a couple of games, and quite a lot of their central midfielders actually play in South America. So maybe not of the same calibre, but. I mean, that might be a bit ignorant from me, but...
Very open game. England on the attack now.
There he is. Elusive already, Smithy. I love it. Come on, Jesse.
Swinging.
Oh, well done, Ash.
Oh.
Come on.
Oh, that was for Raheem. Come on. What sort of board did you like to be, supplied with? In air, on the air, on the ground?
Either, to be honest with you. Especially when you're playing two up front, I think one has to show for, like Ash there, to get it into feet, and then you get runners off. You've got to have runners off with you.
Another corner for England.
In the teams you played in, wasn't there? Gary Neville, Bex, yeah, I don't know why I started with Neville there. That was what am I playing at?
The golden era.
Yeah, well, he had a great cross on him.
The free kick. Disappointing.
That is disappointing.
Interestingly, Colombia have never ever beaten England. 2 draws and 3 defeats. They've only met once at a World Cup before. That was in 1998. Bonus marks. Can anyone tell me the result in that game?
2-0. Shearer Beckham.
Close. 2-0. Anderton and Beckham.
Darren Anderson.
Darren Anderson.
So the Beckham and the poor man's Beckham in one game.
Yeah, they last met in May 2005 in a friendly in New Jersey. England won 3-2 through a Michael Owen hat-trick.
There was also a boring 0-0 at Wembley when they fell into the Scorpion, wasn't it?
Yeah, do you know that was interestingly Jamie Redknapp's debut for England when Rennie Higuita did the Scorpion kick. Is that one of the craziest things you've ever seen in football?
Would any goalkeeper ever try that again? You've got to be pretty bored in goal to do that.
I mean,
do you think he's practiced that? He must have practiced it in training. Yeah.
Jordan Pickford got hung out a little bit for going at it with the wrong hand, supposedly. Imagine.
Yeah, really good point. Keep getting your questions in to Pete.
You've got to really
Pete had to let us know how they can get the questions in. We're on multiple platforms tonight.
Yeah, so if you drop the comments, if you drop a question in the comments below, that will get forwarded to me. If you tweet us at Football Daily and at SoccerAM with the hashtag #TheFootballSocial, that will find its way to me, and I will do my best to fish it out of the Twitter sphere.
Is there subtitles on screen or what?
Hey. That's 2 now already. And we're 11 minutes in. This is going to be a long night for me.
Next time we go to Liv, he's just going to slap.
Pete, 11 minutes gone. What is the reaction on socials so far?
Well, I mean, it's a pretty positive start. I think they're glad.
Ref, how many more? Come on, ref.
Let him go. Oh.
I mean, most games, I guess, start pretty cagely. It's a good direct start from England. But I've just seen an interesting tweet about Jordan Henderson. And it says, Jordan Henderson has not ended on the losing side in any of his last 28 England matches, which is the longest unbeaten run of any England player in history.
Wow, in history, that is incredible. 122, drawn 6.
The unsung hero of the England team.
Interestingly, Emile, we had Ryan Mason on the show last week, and he was saying of the way that England play, obviously he says there's players that have performed better, but he thinks that Henderson is the most important player because of the formation we play, because he's the only one sitting. Can you understand where he's coming from?
Yeah, I can understand that. I think if you look at what Rio says about Michael Carrick, who's the best player that he's played with, he always says Michael Carrick, probably because he just swept everything in front of him.
Helps him out.
He's a very important player for the team.
Yeah.
And Jordan's energy is great for him.
He's got an engine, hasn't he?
So you need someone.
He's offside.
And a deep I'd love for him to get a goal.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, he needs to get a goal.
Talking about Raheem before the show, Dave, what we're saying is the Raheem
I'm
or
extremely
Rashford.
glad that he's actually stuck with Sterling.
Yeah.
I think that would have been absolute disaster.
He does need a goal though, doesn't he?
He does. I think it would have been disastrous.
40 caps, 2 goals for England.
That's fine, He's making the right runs.
He does need a goal. I think as long as he keeps them performances going, I think it's fine.
He hasn't been playing badly,
no, it's just I think for Raheem, he creates a lot of things, and he takes a lot of defenders out the way.
Double digits for assists for Manchester City this season as well. You take a couple of assists, won't you, this World Cup?
Yeah.
So 30 minutes gone, still 0-0. It's very nerve-wracking in the studio.
Extremely open, isn't it?
He couldn't have started. I'm sorry, I keep getting distracted by the game.
That is fine, Chris.
Obviously. He couldn't have started Rashford anyway. I actually wanted so much more from Rashford against Belgium. I really wanted him to seize the opportunity. I really like him, and he can play anywhere across that front three, can't he? But
didn't do enough for you in that game.
Missed a couple of gilt-edged chances. I think.
I mean, you can say the same about Sterling, though.
Tackle.
Yeah, but I think Sterling, more so than Rashford, deserves to be in the starting lineup based on club form. If Gareth's picking on form, and if that's the best barometer you have to pick your starting 11 at international level, then Sterling's always got to be in the team.
But then, how long does he have this? How long is this rope that he has?
No, but he's not playing bad,
He's got 2 international goals.
But the rope length should be decided on goals.
Well, again, he's a forward. He should have to contribute to goals.
No, but he's like addition to the team, isn't it? If England are playing well because of him, he should stay in it.
Yeah, like Lingard, I imagine. I don't know what Lingard's record's like. He's only scored his first goal recently against the Netherlands, didn't he? But
2 goals in 14 caps.
Like his record. I mean, he got a fair few for Manchester United this season, didn't he? So he's definitely added goals to his game. But yeah, the parameters for him being included aren't necessarily, isn't defined by goals either, is it? He creates havoc because of his intelligent movement, and I think Sterling's.
But when you say that, okay, then give us another prolific goal scorer like Harry Kane who can go into that position and give us goals like what everyone's asking for.
Yeah.
Do we haven't got one?
Do you know what? It's a very good point, that, because you look at, we spoke about Kane's goals to game. Kane's got 18 goals and 26 caps. Of the other players starting, Sterling 2 goals and 40 caps, Lingard 2 in 14, which is good. Dele Alli 2 goals and 26, couple of goals between the whole, no goals in 41 for Henderson. There's a lot of pressure on Harry Kane to score goals in this team, isn't there?
But he's got the ability to do it.
He's got the ability to do it,
and we've seen it so many times. As long as you supply him, and that's probably what they're looking at.
Yeah.
These sort of runs from Lingard.
Yeah.
Great. This is great.
And we've seen it in the knockout stages. Goals are very hard to come by. Pause.
Go on. It's the first big chance for England, and it fell to Harry Kane. That was a tough chance.
It was.
Run away from him.
Contorting there like a...
From a striker's point of view, anything he could have done differently there?
No. I think he's done everything. He's flung himself at it. And
It's actually done well to
it's
get
a great
on it,
cross.
It's a great cross once again from Trippier. Harry Kane diving in. It's a great technique, actually.
But going back to my point, knockout goals are especially hard to come by. So if we're expecting Sterling, Ronaldo doesn't have one, Messi doesn't have one, Emile Heskey has one though. So
I'm saying the stats of the day: Emile Heskey has scored more World Cup knockout goals than Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo put together. So a round of applause for that. Did you know that stat, Emile?
Someone sent it to me.
Is it on your bedroom wall, that stat?
of course you did.
It goes to show how hard, like Chris quite rightly says, it's a different kind of fish than the knockouts, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. The pressure's on and everything, so it's tough. And like I said before about players like Jesse, the runs that they make to supply. He was the one that made the run down the wing, and then Trippier, cross, chance.
And just talking about goals, there's a question here from Brooke Cooner, and he's asked Emile, what is your favourite goal for England? Question mark, Denmark, perhaps?
No.
Germany.
5-1.
Germany,
Unbelievable game.
And hadn't you banged at the Allianz Arena as well in the UEFA Super Cup final?
No, that was actually in...
you scored for Liverpool, right?
Yeah, but that was in Monaco.
Oh, that was in Monaco?
Yeah.
Oh, nightmare.
Yeah.
But still.
Just after the treble winning season.
That's still one of the most iconic England victories, isn't it? What was that game like to play in? 5-1.
Crazy. You go 1-0 down, and you should be 2-0 down, to be honest with you.
And all Liverpool goal scorers that night, wasn't it?
What was the inspiration behind the golf putt?
Spoonie again. He's a big golfer.
DJ Spooner.
So the DJ...
Get him on the show. Bring him on.
Should be.
Get him on right now.
Come on, England. Let's start with a bad start.
It's not a bad start. I've had chances. I'm surprised at how open it is, Dave. We've spoken about sort of Sterling v Rashford, another sort of area, Dele Alli, Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Dele starting a little bit of a niggly injury. Dave, are you happy with Dele starting ahead of
If Dele's fit, he has to start.
You think?
Yeah, if he's fit, he has to start.
Just because he's more of a threat going forward?
Yeah. So I think the first 20 minutes against Tunisia, it was he's getting hold of the ball, right? And that was what.
But then Ruben's not done badly.
He hasn't actually. He hasn't.
He is still very inexperienced.
Different sort of players though, aren't they, as well? Right, Ali's almost been a second striker for 2 years, hasn't he? Where Ruben Loftus-Cheek.
Number 10 almost,
it's can play at the base of midfield,
free kick.
Can play out wide. He played on the left for Crystal Palace, didn't he? But is there anyone at club level that this season just passed that's impressed you in particular?
In this England side?
Like, who do you think's maybe stock has risen?
Well, Raheem's.
Yeah.
You look at the season you look at the season that he had, and you think, I'm not so sure how many goals he actually scored, but he could have had another, say, 8 to 10 goals.
Yeah.
You look at the amount of assists he has.
Yeah.
And these are all created by himself, a lot of them.
Would you put that down to? The pep factor is
I
big
think so.
Yeah.
I think so. You have a manager that trusts in you. You have a manager that respects you. You have a manager that gives you that
confidence. I don't know if he meant that.
Shades of his free kick there against Arsenal.
All right. I want to pick up on a point here that I've noticed, Emile. Harry Kane is sitting very deep for a sort of out-and-out striker. Are you surprised seeing him come that deep, or do you want to see him in the box at all times?
You know when you're the lone striker up front.
Yeah.
At times it gets boring.
Does it?
Yeah, you're just there and you don't touch the ball. Usually, you have a number 10 or whoever
floating behind. Yeah.
And they're the ones who the focus is on. But you've got to try and stay as high as possible because it gives them the space in behind you.
And he's got a couple of willing runners in Lingard and sort of Raheem Sterling, hasn't he? Which maybe
I had Wazza, I had Wayne Rooney behind me with England at times. So all I did was stay as high as possible, make runs, because it keeps them pushing back, and then he gets the space in between.
So a lot of strikers have said they enjoy playing with you. Oh, pause.
Goal kick to Colombia.
So why was it that Michael Owen? What did you do that helped get the best out of Michael Owen? Was it a conscious decision?
I don't think it was a conscious decision. I think it was just something that worked best for us both. I was one who held the ball up. I was the one who brought him into play. He was the one that made the runs. And it just worked so well.
You're his favourite strike partner, and he's played at Real Madrid, Liverpool.
Yeah, on Soccer
It worked well together.
Soccer was asked who his favourite strike partner was of all time, and he said Emile Heskey.
Yeah.
That means you feel all warm and fuzzy inside.
Michael Owen was your favourite partner?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I had a great understanding with him. We understood what we needed to do when one went up. When I was going up, I knew exactly where he was going to be.
Yeah.
Just nod it to him, play off him, play 1-2s.
Yeah. So you're saying a large element of it is natural?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's a similar question here from Aaron, who a couple of minutes ago asked what England player would you most like to partner up front? Obviously, for Emile, it's Owen, but what about the other guys? Who would you most like, past or present, to partner up front?
Well, past players.
Past or present
in the team.
Past. Probably Ian Wright, because everyone was an Ian Wright fan.
Yeah.
So
he wasn't a bad player, was he? Right.
So someone like that would have been great to see how it would have matched up. Present England players, forwards probably that would match up well with me would probably be Vardy.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, because
the way he plays.
Yeah.
Boys on tour.
Me and Harry Kane would probably be pretty much the same, so it'd just look awkward.
Right. Okay.
You need someone who's going to match up with you and know where you're going to be and where.
Yeah. Have you ever had that in your career then, where you've been at a club, but there's been a great striker with you, but he's too similar to you? You don't complement each other.
Yeah.
Well cleared there by the breadhead.
When I was at Villa and John Carew.
John Carew.
Great player, great lad as well, a bit crazy, but great lad.
Look at that little wry smile. He obviously had a bit of a...
Vouch for that,
there you go. But pretty much the same. So it never... now and again, now and again it would work.
Yeah.
But majority of the games it wouldn't work. So then you'd play up front. You'd play me with Gabby or Gabby Agbonlahor, or John with Gabby Agbonlahor.
Right,
that worked a lot better.
Yeah.
Or someone just behind. Ash played behind us sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was that Villa side. Martin O'Neill had a great Villa side, didn't he?
Yeah.
You guys were kind of pushing for Champions League football up until Christmas, right? And then I know you eventually finished sixth, which was a great accomplishment in itself. But that side had real pace, power, everything, didn't it?
Yes.
And was it Ulrich Larsson who just couldn't stop scoring from centre back?
Yeah.
I don't know where I've just plucked that from, but it was insane that one season, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's interesting you mentioned Ashley Young as well, because he's England's, of the starting 11, England's second highest goal scorer. Bearing in mind where he's playing now, 7 goals in 36. That's not a bad return.
Yeah, but you got to remember where he started and attacking midfielder, winger.
Yeah.
And a good one as well, getting up and down.
Will he be enjoying playing in this position then?
Well, he's played it for what, a season now? Season and a bit now.
But will he be happy with that, do you think?
If he wasn't happy, he'd have made it local. It's too late now, isn't it?
Yes, that's it is.
Best left back in the league.
Kind of similar vibes with you and Jamie Vardy, right? In that you both kind of, I suppose he kind of obviously he went up the ladder from the very bottom, but you got your breakthrough at Leicester when Leicester dropped into the second division when they were relegated in 94, 95, was it? And he kind of did it with Leicester in the Championship, didn't he, as well? Do you think he could affect this match at all? Are you a big fan of his?
Yeah, I am.
For your pride?
Yeah, I am. It depends how the game is going and what is needed. Because stretching the game, you need him because he just makes runs in behind, and it's the worst nightmare for a defender having to keep turning and chasing someone.
Yeah.
And you need that sometimes, but that's where we have our midfielders.
Look how high their defence is. This might not be the worst game for him.
Yeah. I'm just looking at the comments underneath the video, and there's quite a lot of negativity about Raheem Sterling. Stu has said, how does Sterling get in the side? He wastes so much ball. Mark Fraser, Sterling is our weak link. Please put Rashford on.
Right. Well, let's just block Stu's account.
Darren Rooney, Sterling is an embarrassment.
Wow. Who are they saying? It's fine if that's your opinion to say bring him off, but who do you bring him on for?
Well, the one mentioned for is bring on Rashford.
Yeah, you can't just say take him out. You've got to let us know who you play. So Rashford, the consensus is Rashford over Sterling.
24 minutes, 25 minutes gone, and I don't think.
I think it's a bit harsh.
I don't think he's done anything wrong.
I actually put a poll out 5 minutes ago as well, who's saying who should have started Rashford or Sterling, and it's 54% Rashford.
54% Rashford.
Yeah.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because Rashford going into the tournament was on fire. I mean, I was at the game at Leeds against Costa Rica, and he was absolutely brilliant. But do you think he'll be disappointed, Chris, with how he played against Belgium, knowing how good he was?
Yeah, he absolutely doesn't warrant a start here. I'm not quite sure what Darren in particular is talking about. Very damning from him.
Thanks for getting your opinions in, though, Darren.
No, Darren, you can cut it short, mate. I honestly think that maybe a large part of this kind of negative feedback at the moment is because of this cagey start. All right, if England settle, if England get a goal, who are the? I mean, yeah. What are these
Is this
people
ref going to move this fella or what?
expecting at this stage?
It is interesting. If you look at the feeds behind us, you can see that this is England fans up and down the country. Now, usually you see them chanting and cheering. It does seem to be a lot of nerves about, doesn't it? I mean, Dave, we're looking at Croydon, which is usually bouncing.
Yeah,
I know that you're nervous,
football, isn't it?
But everyone's got their biting their nails.
The jitters.
Do you think this is just because this is England in a World Cup and we're used to so many bad outcomes?
I think it's when it comes down to it, it's knockout
Crunch
football.
time, yeah.
And
go on, attack it.
Go on, ball in.
Go on, Maguire.
Is it a corner? Come on, England, corner ball.
His head has its own gravitational pull.
Harry Maguire, that
Love him.
Dave, how are the nerves now, mate? I know you're particularly nervous pre-match.
I feel like we're not. We need to get hold of the ball. To take much about Sterling. No, our midfield now needs to get hold of this game.
I'll tell you now, there is one goal in this. This is my pearls of wisdom. One goal in this game. This is such a tight game.
No. We're just.
We've seen this in quite a few the knockout games, haven't we? Japan versus Belgium was quite cagey, and then it all sort of unfurled second half. Yeah, and the Japanese, I think people need to respect their approach a little bit more. They're always highly adventurous, highly technical, and I really enjoy watching them. And that Inouye scored one of the goals of the tournament. I love that technique. It just flew straight in.
Fantastic. And on the subject of respecting the Japanese, at the end of the game, they all tidied up the dressing room and left a thank you note in Russian, which is absolute class.
It's been a bit of a theme, hasn't it?
On and off the pitch, Japanese,
that's
incredible, isn't it?
Part of their culture, though, isn't it?
Come on.
Very, very respectful.
Walker. He's bloody quick, isn't he, Walker? He's quick.
And he's not been like Arsene Wenger, your second father, intimated. the weak link in our defence. I think he's yet to put, barring the penalty, which was a little bit harsh, come a little bit stupid. People thought that, Arsene Wenger in particular, that he might be the chink in England's defensive armour. And there's been a couple of times in the opening stage of this game where he's actually had to put in a bit of a last-ditch block.
But at the same time, he is a wing-back that's kind of been made into a centre-back for this team. He's kind of been shunted into that role.
I don't think he could have done that 12 months ago. I think that's where you see the Pep Guardiola effect in full swing. I think he's added another dimension to his game in terms of his approach.
He said that actually. Walker said exactly that in a pre-match interview that I saw about that. He said that Pochettino and Pep Guardiola were so big on tactics that they've allowed him to develop his game so much and help him to adapt.
I can imagine.
And he's another teammate of yours, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Emile, Carl Walker.
Yeah.
What was he like? You played with him when he was very young.
Yeah, very good. The only thing I would say was when he was younger, he beat himself up too much if he made a mistake. Really? And then for the next 10 minutes after that mistake,
bit counterproductive.
Really?
His head was all over the place.
That's interesting because obviously, he made not a gross mistake, but a mistake that led to the penalty in the first game. Would that have been playing on his mind, knowing him as you know?
100%. And you just wouldn't have him for the next 10,
unlucky.
15
That
minutes.
was the first time.
And it was weird to see because I get over things very quickly. I just go play. You just go play. But he never. But he's worked on that. And even then, I was saying he was the best right back in the league. But you've got to show that as well.
Yeah.
Going back to Pep, what did Gerard Houllier add to your game massively when you
of
made
course.
that move from
Just
Liverpool? And how do they do that? Is it training arm around the shoulder sort of thing?
Yeah, and understanding of the game. Little things.
Dropping.
Like I said, we would train hard at Leicester, but it was just football. Yeah. Whereas at Liverpool, it was more specific. You learn about this, you learn about that, you learn about defending, the art of defending, how to defend, when to do this, when to do that.
So you do pay a bit of credence to the whole. These continental coaches have brought a new dynamic to this England side.
Yeah, 100%.
Sort of argument.
Instant moment there, Falcao and Trippier just having a few words with each other. Nice to see Davinson Sanchez there. having his arm round Trippier. Obviously, Spurs teammates just sort of calming the situation down. It's just sort of slowed down a bit. Half an hour, point is reached. It's still 0-0. We know England are going to play. Well, England or Colombia, should I say, getting a bit carried away. Dave, did you watch Sweden, Switzerland?
I did. I thought it was a very poor game.
Yeah. So, do you expect whoever wins this game, Colombia or England, do you expect them to beat Sweden in the next round?
Well, it's the same argument, right? There is no easy games in knockout football, is there, in like the World Cup, especially when we get to this stage. But you would definitely fancy these two teams.
Go on, Raheem. Chance for him. Oh! Love the atmosphere in the studio from everyone, even behind the scenes, are getting involved.
Come on.
Love that. Keep your questions coming into us and opinions. Any question you've got for any of us, we'll read them out. Pete, any more pearls of wisdom from our viewers?
No, just going back to the managers there, there's a question for Emile. Galuk 2001 has asked, have you ever worked under a manager who you believe, if they went into international football, could win the World Cup?
Good question.
Good question, that is a good question.
That was half a chance.
Yeah. Overlap was
I'm guessing, like I said, the best managers I've worked with was Houllier and Martin O'Neill.
And O'Neill's done well at Ireland.
Yeah,
really well.
And Houllier, to be fair, didn't do too well at France. But I believe, given the opportunity, he could have done better.
Right. England look like they've settled a little bit now, at least. It looks like we've got a bit more of a solid foundation.
Davy's definitely the most nervous of everyone. He's just glued to it, clutching that ball.
There's been a few times where Dele Alli and Raheem Sterling got in on the half turn, the fullback had overlapped. So I feel like it's coming. I feel like more constructive players coming.
I think Sterling's been one of our more lively players, actually, going back to the criticism that
Darren sent in. Darren, you've rubbed me up the wrong way, mate, today. Right, I'm not having it.
Well, thanks for getting involved, Darren.
No, still.
But in terms of criticism...
Here goes Trippier.
Get in the box.
In terms of criticism, it always seems Raheem gets it worse than any other England player.
I think it's been pushed his way, within a certain amount of months, and then it's just the easiest option to keep criticising him now. Because some of the.
Hello.
Don't foul it.
Tell you what.
Can't raise his hands, can he? Can't raise his hands.
If there's one guy you don't start on, it's Harry Maguire. The guy's a Yeti.
They do say
That was
pick on the biggest man.
Little man.
Quadrado on Harry Maguire.
There's only one winner on that one.
I mean, there's a...
It's a bit naughty from Quadrado, is it?
Nah, that's kind of 6-1.
Handbags.
Yeah. Was there a player you played against that would, in your era in the Premier League, who was just annoyed you? I don't want to put you on the spot here.
Not annoyed me. Right, defender, you mean?
Yeah.
Or just a player?
Who? All right, maybe let's ask you a more diplomatic question. Who was the hardest defender to play against? Who got the better of him?
Sol was a big lad. Sol was a big lad.
Fine, Rev?
He was probably the toughest defender.
Sol
Campbell, yeah.
And was the one guy you knew was frightened of you, and you were just like, I'm going to have him again?
Most
Giving
of
it
them.
the...
We spoke earlier about how nervous the fans are up and down the country. We can now cross to Olivia, who is in Croydon. Liv, what's going on down in Croydon?
The atmosphere here at Box Park is very tense in the KG opening. But how do you think England have started?
I think they started really well. Quite an intense game. I think they just need to break through. Yeah. So I'm worried that it will go through the penalties. But yeah, good start. We just need to see a goal.
Yeah. And who do you think that goal's likely to come from? Harry Kane?
Got to say Kane or Lingard. Kane is obviously top of the tree, but I don't know. Let's see.
Great, thank you. Back to you in the studio.
That is what you get, the insight that you get from fans in Croydon, Emile. We just need a goal, apparently. That's it.
Pretty simple, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a simple game, though. He's right, isn't he? It's not wrong.
It's a bit of a gamble, this, with the old garlic.
I've got an interesting question here from Alex Beardall, and he's asked, if you were in your prime, would you get into this current squad? And if so, who would you replace?
What a ridiculous question.
Is this to Emile or to any of us?
I mean...
Yeah. I played several different positions, so I don't know.
Left and
at that
fans?
age, at their age, yeah.
Yeah.
I was playing regularly at 18.
So then who would miss out in this squad?
They'd make it 24-man.
Love that, Emile, most of them.
Yeah, I mean, your first season at Liverpool, if we're going off the back of that form, what was it, 22 goals?
Yeah.
Then, I mean, Marcus Rashford, what did he crunch in last season? Exactly, Pete Dorman. Got to look out for a fella there. Got to look out for a
Just in his
fella
own
there.
world, he's in his pizza there.
Throw me under the bus there, cheers.
Just as long as we're not throwing out Danny Welbeck, mate. That's what matters. Because when he comes on and gets the winner, you know, the only noise about.
But he's got a good,
He's got a good record for England. If we're talking about goal scoring being a problem other than Kane, Danny Welbeck's return is brilliant.
I know he gets a lot of stick, but he's had an injury, and everyone knows when you come back from an injury, it's difficult, and you don't move the same. So he's probably moving the same as.
Also, he worked so hard. He worked so hard.
On that note, Emile, you were saying you had a cruciate injury, didn't you? A big injury.
Medial.
Medial, injury. How was that when you came back? Were you constantly noticing it?
You're always aware of it. It takes a long time. It took me probably another 2 months to get over that. Once I've come back playing.
Do you think that's why? If you look at Michael Owen, he said that his World Cups got worse and worse, effectively, because 18 years old, bursting onto the scene, was one of the best players in the whole tournament. That goal against Argentina, still one of the most iconic goals. Then he had the injury, the selection issues. Do you think that was because of injury? That was a huge part of Michael Owen. He lost the yard.
I think so. And recovery and sports science was not the same as what it is now.
Right.
You see players playing till they're 36, 37, 38, even though they've had really bad injuries.
Yeah.
You look at the likes of, I'll say, Gary McAllister had a cruciate injury.
Oh my gosh.
It's nearly snuck in there.
Had cruciate injury, and you got a scar from your shin up to your thigh.
Wow.
Now it's just keyhole.
Wow.
And people are coming back from that, and people are playing to the top.
And even just looking at that scar, psychologically, it's.
That's crazy. Like when you guys having a chat there, so John Stones committed to playing out the back, which is what we like to see, but high risk, and Harry Maguire getting forward. And it's important that one of those gets forward and breaks the line, right? Because Colombia are pressing really high.
The legends there, Lothar Matthäus, Wes Brown.
Is that Wes Brown? Yeah.
Lothar
Matthäus. Ballon d'Or winner, and Wes Brown.
Who's the better player for you out of those two, Hammer?
Wes Brown all day. Still playing in the ISL, isn't he? Killing it.
This is a nervy game. This is classic England in the knockout games, isn't it? Where
we
just need a goal. We just need a goal. Come on.
The first 20 were hairy. A bit like Michael McCubbin.
I put out a poll half an hour ago asking at what stage should England get to define this as a successful tournament. 27% say winners, 13% say final, 37% say semi-final, and 23% say quarters. So what do you think? What stage do England need to get to?
What's a successful tournament?
What percentage would you be in, Smith?
I'd say going into the tournament, I would say quarter-final would represent a successful return based on the expectation going into it. Having seen the draw open up as it has, I'd say semi-finals.
Okay, interesting.
Quarters for me.
Quarters for you, yeah?
I think I said quarters in the first live stream with Ryan Mason, and I'm going to stick to quarters because the smaller nations have shortened that gap.
Free kick, ref. Come on. Free kick. Trippier. Will it be Tripp? Will it be Ashley Young?
It's got to be Tripp from there, surely.
Come running over
a lot of these, isn't he?
Yeah.
Ryan Mason said he was the best dead ball specialist he's seen in the flesh.
And Young's grabbed the ball. He seems like he wants every free kick. For me, should Trippier not be over this?
Leave it, Ashley.
I mean, Young does have it in his locker, though. He's banging a few for United.
Let's just hope someone bangs it in. You know what I mean? Simple as that.
Imagine the scenes in this studio.
Dorman with laptops going for a walk if we score.
You're paying for it.
In your day, this was Beck's all day long, wasn't it? Would anyone even step over it?
No, just pick it up and give it to him.
Was there ever an incident where someone says, I fancy this? Because Darren Anderson could take a few, there are other players that could take it, but was it just leave it to him?
And he scored against Colombia, didn't he? So maybe that was a good omen.
From a similar position as well, actually.
Very similar.
Yeah, me and Smith know all about that, don't we, Smith?
We do.
We tried to recreate his goal.
Yes.
One of his successful did it.
Yeah, it's very true.
I'll show you after this. I'll never take a free kick against Smith.
David Ospina in goal, of course. The two players we did think would be stepping over it is Kieran Trippier and Ashley Young. One of them will be striking. This is a great range, Dave.
So good.
Perfect range.
This is going in.
Perfect range.
This is 100% going in.
So he's worked the keeper in
history.
100% going in is a very strong percentage, Hamill.
All the percents, mate.
Ref. Oh. Lingard, don't do anything. Lingard, don't do anything.
Quadrado's been...
Because if he's done so, he's going to VAR.
Well, there's something going on here because Harry Maguire is saying go to VAR.
Yeah, just grab that Lingard away now.
Apparently there's a headbutt. Quadrado's been a bit naughty in this game. Ooh. It's not Quadrado. Quadrado's having some afters.
What an idiot.
But there is an
absolute... Let's get the thing out now. Come on.
Jordan. Barrios on Henderson. Emile, what is that? Is that a red card? Is there nothing? What are your thoughts?
It's a red card, isn't it?
Yeah, all day.
It's stupid. It's stupid because the referee will tell the.
Surely they're going to have to look at that.
They're going to have to look at it. Maguire was doing that, which means go to VAR.
Yeah.
The referee is holding his earpiece.
Which essentially means nothing because the players can't be doing it. but like,
The same as doing that, though, isn't it?
yeah. I don't know what's the best
They
practice
have to look
now.
at it, surely.
It's not a yellow, that's a red. If you've seen it, it's a red.
Please.
If this is violent,
yeah,
yeah,
that's
seen it,
rubbish.
surely it's a red card.
That's rubbish.
But how can you get booked for a foul? Was that inside the area? What's happening?
There's no way he's seen
Dave,
that.
I'm
If he's in the
confused.
yellow.
He's headbutted inside the area, we know that. A yellow card has been awarded, not a red card. Wilmar
What is he doing
Barrios
this
has got a
for?
yellow card, misses the next match, which is irrelevant at the minute, because we want to know what the decision is.
I don't know how.
A foul in the area.
What is going on here?
So does that
must
mean a
have-
foul in the area?
Yeah. Surely that is a foul.
They must
in
have
the
thought
area.
it's off the ball.
Yeah.
And that's it, England screwed again.
Now, England have they been done there? Emile?
Look, now you know it's just going to add to it when Trippier.
But hang on,
wraps
let's
his
go
top
back to the
bins.
incident. He's obviously given a yellow for an off-the-ball incident, which was inside the box. Why then is it a free kick still outside? Can we?
I think off the board is
We don't know, we don't
off the
know.
board is a separate
The
scenario,
thing
right?
I don't understand is that if he's seen it, it's a red card. He clearly hasn't seen it.
I don't
You
think
have to
he's
give
seen
yellow.
it.
Yeah.
No.
But if he hasn't seen it, he can't give anything.
Yeah, but surely VAR should be in his
The
ear
booking
telling
maybe for afters. We don't know which
Getting
would
in the rear,
explain
guys.
why it's still a
ridiculous,
free kick.
isn't it?
But England
Come on,
players
come
are
on.
not happy with that. We've
have
seen
been
players
for-
go for less. Let's put it
Might
that
have
way.
been for his descent. It doesn't matter. This is 100% going in. Come on, Emile.
Trippier.
Got it up and down. Got it up and down.
Oh, you rugger. Oh, my
A
schlinter.
lovely ball from Trippier. He's got it up and down, but it's too wide.
He's hit a couple of them that have just drifted wide last moment, hasn't he?
I mean, love it.
He's in no man's.
Emile, if
on that angle, it's
Henderson
convincingly wide.
does a Neymar there and overreacts to what he does, is that a red card? Does that influence referees in your opinion?
I don't think it influenced the referee. I'm not too sure what he's actually seen or if anyone said anything to him.
Smithy, he must have got a yellow.
Because if he hasn't
reaction
seen that, he shouldn't be given anything.
I mean, according to Twitter, put out a poll there, 52% say yes and 48% say no for a red card. So it is
very
pretty
split.
close.
How many
Basically,
Colombians have we gone through?
All the England fans think red card, Colombian fans think no. It's usually how it works. 42 minutes gone. Colombia 0, England 0.
You're killing the camera, man.
Big moment of the game there. We're going to look back at that in
What are you doing here?
All
a
right,
little
John.
bit later on in the match. Still 0-0. Pass back to how that. Never like seeing pass backs in those situations.
That's because we're not used to it as English fans. Just go embrace it, though. Look at that turn from the big man. Switch that, please. It's going in for the Christmas.
Emile, help yourself to any of the
I'm good, thank you.
you know, the
No, I was
array
just
of
saying,
food
look
that
up.
we've got on offer.
Hung his boots up 2 years ago. Still trim.
No.
Do you miss playing?
No.
Not at all.
You were telling me before you had a game plan to quit and you followed down to a T, didn't you? So what was that like after Australia?
Good. Went to Bolton for 2 years, which is a really good club, to be fair.
Yeah, was it? Yeah.
Really, really good club. And enjoyed that. Difficult playing in the Championship and not having the money to really compete.
They racked up a lot of debt.
Yeah.
How was Lennon? Obviously, was he a former
was tough.
teammate
Yeah.
at Leicester?
Yeah.
Were they playing the same team?
Tough.
Yeah, of
It
course.
was very tough for him. Being promised certain things and then obviously having the whole budget taken away from you is not easy. You're looking at certain players and then you're being told, no, you can't have them. You could possibly go for this one. It's not what you want.
Yeah.
But he did well, especially in the first season that he got there, or first half season that he got there, and then after that it was very tough.
We've seen a lot more players break through in their recent histories played in the Championship, aren't we? Kieran Trippier, Burnley, the guy,
it's the place
guy
where
with the huge hair. That's what I was going to say. So is the quality? I mean, obviously you left 2 years ago now, so it might be hard to comment on. But is the quality of the Championship improved?
The quality's good. The quality's good. It's actually difficult to get out of the Championship. It's easier to stay in the Premier League, especially the first season. The amount of games you play as well is tough, but it's a very, very competitive league. Teams are playing some really, really good football now, and they're pushing to get into the promised land, really, aren't they?
What have you thought to Wolves this season? Absolutely killed it.
Yeah, they were brilliant. They were good as well, you know. So I see them.
Harry Kane with the
I don't want to see him shoot from there.
That's all right. Let's get him. Get him there. A couple of pot shots. Might not be
There's
the
something
worst
else
thing.
going on again. Raheem Sterling is complaining about, again, I think a bit of half.
Has he would have been booked on 13?
Is this a bit of game management going on by Colombia? Would this be part of it to slow the game down, Emile?
Well, not just to slow the game down. I think just to intimidate the players. Look, he's grabbing him. Yeah.
Oh, that is pathetic.
As if Raheem Sterling's taken Yerry Mina down. Look at the size of him. He's almost as tall sitting down. Never mind.
And how much does gamesmanship like this play on your mind when you're?
Yeah, it does. It does. It's trying to get you off your mind off the game. Yeah. You know, and we know these are sort of tactics especially from South American teams. Yeah. You know, diving. That's another one. But obviously now.
What have you thought to Neymar at this World Cup? Is he ruining his not legacy? That's a bit of an overstatement.
He's been doing that for years, so it's not nothing new.
But it seems to be
we see it
more
now,
emphatic
yeah,
at this World Cup.
To be honest, was that a bit pathetic, that reaction?
Yeah. But we've seen it for years.
Yeah. If your teammate's doing that, do you not say to him, "You look ridiculous," or are you just happy that he's winning free kicks?
You're half happy that he's winning free kicks, but you cane him when you get into the change rooms.
And we touched on Neymar there. There's a question just popped in from Riley and said, "Is there a justified debate for Neymar to be the best in the world if he wins this World Cup?"
Ooh. Depends what part he plays in, because Coutinho's been the man so far.
Yeah. And I think that was one of the reasons why he left Barca as well, to really have the focus on him.
Not seeing much of Falcao, which bodes well. Although he is on the ball now.
He's on the ball now, Chris.
Why have I said that? What am I playing at?
Anything with Falcao is when he's not on the ball. That's when
you can't underestimate Falcao. The way he's reinvented himself after that knee injury. You were saying it's so difficult for players to come back from that. He's come back from 2 serious knee injuries to score 20 goals a season at Monaco. It's crazy.
Yeah, and
such a good player.
Very, very prolific. Great centre forward. Yeah. Unbelievable movement. Knife for a goal. So.
What sort of centre forward did you look up to when you were a young, whippersnapper at Leicester?
You know what? To be honest with you, I actually liked wingers. Yeah, I like.
John!
Please follow in.
Jesse! England, come on!
Sorry, what wingers?
Difficult.
Well, I liked Ian Wright, obviously, and the likes of Chrissy Waddle. Chrissy Waddle used to.
What a player!
Yeah, dragging the ball down the right wing, wasn't it?
Chris Waddle was a god in France. And people don't realise in France they adore him for his time in Marseille.
Yeah. You know, dragging that ball down with his left and then just dropping his shoulder.
And the flowing hair as he's running down the wing in and out. Yeah.
John Barnes is another one.
John Barnes.
What's he done?
Where's your World Cup rap, mate? Come on. Should we make one up on the show?
We are all for that.
Can someone, Seb, can we get a beat in here, please?
So who comes on for Delhi? Who's out? Is it Loftus-Cheek?
I don't get why that tape has patterns on it. I always think that when I see it. Do you know?
Maybe something.
Now, this is a little bit of a worry. Dele Alli obviously has had an injury this World Cup already. This looks a little bit concerning, this, isn't it?
30 seconds to half time. We're just wait till now.
Rashford, Loftus-Cheek.
I mean, I think surely with 10 seconds left, England will wait till half time to make a decision.
Yeah, although this does not look good, man.
Oh, that's right. That's fair. If it's like a kick, that's fine. But if it's his groin or something, we might be in trouble.
Yeah, more
of a quite physical, actually, isn't it? Quite a physical game. Delhi's on his feet. Looks like he's going to carry on. As I say, we are moments away from the half-time whistle going. I imagine they're not going to do anything rash at this stage.
Might have been just an impact sort of thing.
Yeah, that's fine, that is.
But he did looked a bit ominous then, didn't it, for a second? It is hot in here, lads.
It's boiling in here.
I am dripping.
If there's any sort of air conditioning unit that we have in this building, it would be greatly appreciated. Or just if you could chuck some water on us, that'd be great.
No, if a goal goes in, you're going to be swimming in it now.
Yeah. I think one goal in this game, guys. I think one goal in this game.
I'm hoping it opens up a little bit like Belgium-Japan, like I said, but he could be right annoyingly, Smith.
I wish I wasn't. I wish it was.
We'd take it though, wouldn't we? Come on. We've had the better of the build-up play, but they've had a couple of
still in it,
shots in promising areas. Quintero's looked a threat. This is his last chance to impress at this World Cup, and he's gunning for it.
Oh, lucky, very lucky. Loose pass there. Colombia retained possession. In the 49th minute, interestingly, there are only 3 minutes of additional time. 45 plus 3 with my maths makes 48.
How many more?
So surely, half-time in a minute.
Oof. Palms sweating.
Needs to be confident.
Mum spaghetti.
What a moment.
Surely this is going to be the half-time whistle now.
Who have you been impressed with then this half, guys?
Oh,
From both sides.
that, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's been a bit attritional, hasn't it?
Yeah, no one's really...
No one really stood out.
This is what I mean when we're going back to people's comments. I don't think it's fair to criticise one individual because no one's played brilliantly for me at all. I mean, obviously, Kane's the danger man. Kane's the one that looks like he's the threat. But I think we need more from the players in behind him. We need to create more from all of them behind Kane.
Trippier has got into a few promising positions down that flank. Very decent ball, obviously, during the sort of opening 20 minutes.
Trippier's a good shout, actually.
Yeah.
Probably been our most
Threatened
lively
that free
player.
kick, didn't he? But, I mean, Raheem's put himself about. He's been a little bit ineffectual, but at least he's taken up those positions.
Fairly comfortable at the back as well.
Yeah, Maguire's has looked good when he's bombed on. I just think it's got a bit cagey in the middle, hasn't it? Jordan Henderson maybe needs a little bit of help. Although they have pressed manically, so hopefully they'll run out of energy.
Yes, there we are. It's 0-0 between Colombia and England in the second round game. Interesting price boost from our friends at Sky Bet. Kane to score a header in the second half was 9-1. It is now 10-1. That is Kane to score a header. 10-1. Now, don't forget, odds subject to change. See skybet.com for the latest. You have to be 18 plus. Full terms and conditions apply. Surely, if anyone's going to score, it's Harry Kane.
It looks like it, you know, getting them crosses in. He had that half chance with the cross from Trippier. He tried to stick his neck out enough. Tried to get that turtleneck coming out.
Exactly, didn't
Stretch Armstrong, isn't it?
Yeah. So it's 0-0. Pete, what are people saying on social? Is it still coming home, or is there a bit of negativity creeping in?
There are a lot of nerves across social media. You can feel the tension through the
can
screen.
you just cherry pick the nice stuff, please? Generate a bit more of a positive atmosphere.
Yeah.
Bloody hell, mate.
What have you got? Any questions?
I'm just having a look now to see if we can...
Are you all right?
Dave's been...
Have a water.
This is probably the least amount of words I've heard from you in the longest period of time.
Mate.
Are you okay?
Just like...
Once again, it's nothing. It just doesn't say anything. Go on. What are your thoughts?
I feel like they're there for the taking. That's like my worry. Again, they're not a crap team. I'm not being arrogant or anything like that. It's just they're there. They're not passing fantastically. They're not playing amazingly. They're there to be kind of grabbed, and that's my worry, because it only takes one dodgy deflection and then we're a goal down, and then we're chasing, and then I fear that they could take us on the counter.
Do you think we've been a bit negative? We should be attacking more.
I think we need to. Yeah, I think we're playing okay. We need to get hold of the ball in midfield, because that's where we're doing danger. We need to keep Harry Kane further up the field, create the space from the midfielders to create. Harry Kane is going to be so dangerous on the final third of things. So that's what we need to do.
Would any of you change anything now, Emile, or would you stick at it?
I think it's fine. I think it's fine for now. I think when you're looking at changes, you're probably looking at 60, 65 minutes just to maybe even think you may be thinking? Yeah. Probably Rashford.
Yeah,
to extend them. You need runs in behind. The times where we've had joy is getting someone running in behind, then getting Trippier or Ashley then crosses. Yeah. Getting balls in the boxes. I think you've got to make more of them just to give them a little bit of problems. Sometimes drawing the central defenders out into areas that they don't want to get into. Yeah. But you need the runners.
Yeah, as we all know, fans of the Football Social know that our good mate Adi Bayoak in Fenmore on every show has recreated a legendary World Cup goal. This week, James Rodriguez, with one of the greatest goals of all time. Akin Fenmore's a little bit tired, so he asked me to recreate it. Only the best goal ever, cheers for that. Wearing his XXL shorts. Cheers, Bayo.
What's going on, people? It's your boy Adi Bayoak in Fenmore, aka The Beast. And today I'm again here at the Soccer AM car park to recreate a memorable goal. James Rodriguez for Colombia against Uruguay. But today it is with a little bit of twist. As you see, I'm not in my kit, so I've given my kit to Smitty. Come in here.
Mate, why am I doing it?
Hey, bruv, don't ask, don't tell. You ready?
Not really.
All right, let's go. All right, so you remember the goal.
Yeah.
Chest with a swivel, top bins.
Is that what I've got to do?
That's what you got to do.
Yeah.
All right? And you know what? You can even yell at me if the service ain't right.
Firstly, why am I wearing these shorts? XXL?
Yeah, because you get me, bruv. It's a beast. It's a beast kit. All right, bruv, you go into it. Here we go. Oh! Here we go. Oh, hey. Oh! There it is. Oh, Smee! Remember, all in the set. Oh, here we go. I would say, oh, it was nowhere close. But
I mean, to be fair, that's tough, isn't it? I've wedged it in there. Absolutely brilliant. No one's ever done that before.
That's terrible. That is terrible. Take the chest forward.
Oh! Hey! Oh, come on! Give me something. I'm wearing a nappy, for God's sake.
I was off because I thought that was it. Here we go, get it back. There it is!
Oh,
no!
Here we go.
Oh! There it is!
Oh, come on!
Oh! Here we go. Oh, last one. This is it. I told you to make it dramatic.
I'll make it
I'm
dramatic.
telling you. Here we go. Here we go. There it is!
Oh, no! What are you doing to me? Oh, gosh! That was the one! No! Bayo, what am I doing wrong? Help me!
You know what?
What am I doing wrong?
Look. Oh, look, sometimes you've just got to say, hey, look, look, I'm actually lost for words.
Oh, Smithy, unlucky, mate.
Emile, during that VT, obviously the red and whites weren't live. You actually said that's the greatest technique you've ever seen from a non-footballer. Is that right?
That's not bad techers, to be honest with you.
You happy with that?
Playing in the 90s big shirt.
Yeah, I mean...
He looked like he was wearing a sleeping bag. I'm still not.
Yeah, can we just talk about that kit for a second?
Thoughts on the kit?
That's
for me, Dave?
Six sizes too big.
Can we?
Oh, that is Bayo's actual size. Double XL shirt. Triple XL shorts. That was. I'm not making excuses because I didn't do it, but it's very hard doing it. It felt like I was wearing a nappy and I couldn't.
If Colombia score, I want fan entries. I want memes of Adam Smith.
Unbelievable.
In that being swallowed by that kit.
Fear not, because for our next show, Football Social, Adebayo Akinfenwa is back recreating them, and we've seen that he is very good at recreating goals. Did you see the Belgian one he did? David Platt.
It was a great goal. The one over the head.
David Platt.
Last
we just saw there. I don't know if anyone saw a little bit of some sort of afters, wasn't it, with Sterling and the coach?
I was mesmerised by the shirt, mate. I could not make anything else out. You know, like that's that guy from Rugrats.
Right, so how have you guys been reacting to the first half? Liv is down at Croydon. Liv, how's it going down there?
0-0 at half-time here. We want to know what the England fans are thinking. How did you think England started?
We looked pretty strong the first 10 minutes. I thought slowed down a bit, didn't it? Yeah, definitely. I think Sterling's made a few mistakes. I think bring him off, put Vardy on.
Yeah, I definitely think about taking Sterling and maybe Ali off. I think Ali's obviously nursing an injury of some kind. I think Loftus-Cheek should be in the team somewhere.
Yeah, definitely Loftus-Cheek on.
What did you guys make of the Henderson incident? Do you think it should have been a red card?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, you gave him a yellow, so he's obviously seen something there. So I think maybe a red, yeah.
I think it should be red. If you see Zidane's head look, it's a red card.
Are you feeling confident though? How confident are you feeling? Do you think England can get a goal in the second half and win it?
Yeah. We're looking at a more dominant team. We should have it. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you. So we're still confident here at Box Park, but what do you guys think? Back to you, Smithy.
That is a red card. Here we go. Thanks very much, Liv. We were enjoying that, but we're engrossed in the replays of this Jordan Henderson.
It's a definite red card.
Emile, that is a red card, isn't it?
Definitely.
Surely that is a red card. What do we think the ref has done here then?
I don't think he's seen it. He hasn't asked. He's just going on. He's going on what everyone else is saying, and then just producing a yellow card. But if you've got to look at it.
But why has he not gone to VAR?
Yeah, but is it not VAR's responsibility to tell him he should look at it?
Yeah.
Well, that's a very good point actually, because he wasn't
in an advisory role, aren't they?
Yeah.
But why has that decision stood? This is what we're trying to understand, is that he should have gone to the screen, surely. If he's unclear or he hasn't seen it, that's fair enough. You can't expect him to see everything that goes on off the ball. But he's got to then get clarification from the screen,
in those
surely.
situations in particular as well. I mean, there's been a lot of grappling in this World Cup, hasn't there? And we have seen penalties awarded and they have subsequently gone to VAR. It's just, unfortunately, that didn't happen whilst the ball was coming in.
Yeah.
And I think the referee was setting the wall, wasn't it? You're right, and there's no clear, satisfying explanation, is there? But England have got to get rid of it now. Put it to the back of their minds, and we're in the ascendancy. So I think, come out second half raring.
Raring to go.
Yeah. So anyway, decision was yellow card. It is 11 versus 11. We're just looking back on some of the chances. The only real big chance was Harry Kane. There's a sign from a fan that says Kane score a goal. Very, very to the point. He's right. So it is 0-0. Emile, are England... What? I'm just so stressed now. How do England turn this around?
I think coming out in the second half, there's important times in the game. The first 5 minutes of this, at the beginning, then 5 minutes before half time, 5 minutes after half time. You've got to.
Going back to that incident, Mark Clattenburg was saying on the coverage that he was given a yellow card.
Oh.
A yellow?
Oh, sorry. The video referee would have told him in his ear that it should have been a yellow card.
So the video referee would have...
But obviously, Clattenburg could have checked the screen himself, but chose not to, so it goes back to the debate between VAR and the referee. But anyway, it wasn't given.
Because it maybe just is borderline not
I mean, he still leads with the head, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Going back to
violent conduct.
Going back to the half-time team talks, what's the most inspirational one you've ever been a part of? So I was wondering how important they actually are. Sometimes Pep leaves it to the players.
Yeah, sometimes they are. Martin O'Neill was a believer in real strong
words.
Yeah, but no, inspirational words as well. And basically getting everyone together. You looking after me, looking after you, you looking after him. You know, saying he might miss the next two next two challenges, but don't worry, he's going to come and he's going to come and help you. And you've got that in your mind then.
Yeah. Interesting. So
Southgate was another player that you played with. What would he be saying now, do you think?
I don't know. Southgate was great from on my perspective. I was a young lad coming into the squad, and he was an older player. And for the young lads, it's always good to have an older player that you can talk to. And him and Martin Keown were great for that.
Keown, really?
Yeah, Martin Keown was great for that. So I'm guessing he knows the players. He knows who he needs to put an arm around and not.
When you were playing with him, did you see those leadership qualities? Did you think he'd go on to become a manager?
Yes, you did. You could see that. You could see that. But and you know, especially with the younger lads as well. Like I said.
Interesting. Dorman, give us some positivity, mate. Why is it coming home? How are England going to win the World Cup? How many polls have you put out there? What are people saying?
It is poll central at the minute, but the most recent one I put out
loves
was...
a poll.
Who would you bring on to help change the game? And it's 42% for Rashford and 35% for Loftus-Cheek.
Really?
And then a wee bit of the rest go for Welbeck and Vardy. So I mean, do you think Loftus-Cheek needs to come on for Dele Alli? What does he add to that team?
Southgate spoke pre-tournament about having a game plan and sort of sticking to it and not making reactionary decisions. Yeah. So he does not strike me as a sort of manager that is going to make dramatic changes at half-time. I think he's going to stick with it, like Emile said, to 65, 70. And then I don't think it will be Sterling then. I think Ali, for me, hasn't looked completely fit.
Yeah, I think you're right with that. I think he might bring Dele off and...
might be him.
And Loftus-Cheek could come on, yeah.
So he might drop back a little bit, add a bit more control. Might go to that like 4-4-1-1. I'm not sure. Not sure, Smithy.
So consensus is a bit split at the minute, Pete.
Yeah, I mean everybody is just on the edge of their seats. Just everybody's just hoping for this first goal. I mean, this first goal is massive.
I think like the key is keeping Kane forward, a lot more forward. He has to stay a lot more forward because at the very least that's going to keep at least two Colombian defenders back as well, right? You know what I mean? That's what we need to do. Forget. Keep the same personnel, but just say to Kane, look, you're the captain, you're the leader. Just stay up there for the first 10 minutes.
Well, talking to social media, we can see a tweet from England legend Jeff Hurst. He's tweeted this. It's very important. England must not get involved. Trippier v Falcao, Maguire versus Cuadrado. The player who headbutted Henderson should be off, he says. This is England versus Argentina 66. Alf Ramsey said many times before the game, do not get involved. And he puts that in capital letters. Very, very important that he's saying that. The players have been getting involved. I think England have been quite good at keeping their heads. There have been a few dirty tactics from Colombia in this, Dave, haven't they? They've tried to ruffle England's feathers a bit.
I think they've actually done a good one. I actually think the Colombians have actually played well. Like, because you look at it man for man, you say England probably have the better team.
Yeah.
They are playing very well, I think, Colombia. And these kind of tactics, that is going to give them... If an England player does react and does get himself sent off, then 11 against 10, and we're in really
Do you think they've targeted that? Because we've seen a few incidents with headbutts and shoulders and things like that. I think that's part of the game plan.
Look at that. They should be doing that, though, should he?
Coach.
And we're just seeing replays of the... This is the coach. Now, this is at half-time. There's an altercation between Raheem Sterling and the coach.
And he's smiling,
and then he's off smiling afterwards. Now, this is something Cuadrado, the Colombians seem to have been working on, getting inside England players' heads? Did you come up against this when you played smaller nations at times for England?
No, not really. On the pitch, but not from coaches.
Not from coaches, no.
But yeah, on the pitch, they want you off the game. They want you off the game. They know who the danger man is, and that's who they're going after.
We've seen those times, you know, like just to like what Argentina did against Beckham in France '98. They knew what they were doing. It's not anything new, but again, we have to keep our discipline.
This goes back to Ryan Mason said it on this show. He doesn't think that England have strong enough game management and things like this that we've got to be able to. You see oppositions winding the clock down, he says, or not being dirty, but doing things off the ball that get in players' heads. That England haven't had a history of doing that.
These are taught that. They're taught that. They're taught that, and they learn this, and even down to diving. In Spain, this is something that you're taught from a young age.
But are England players too nice in major tournaments, Emile, do you think?
Yeah, because we, like, for argument's sake, with game management and not feigning injuries, but knowing how to run down the clock, we don't do that in England. It's just something that we never do. You're too honest.
You mentioned the Beckham one against Argentina. There was the Ronaldo, the winking incident with Rooney. We seem to be on the worst end of being too nice a lot of the time. It's caused us a lot of problems over the years. I mean, that's just two incidents that we've mentioned.
I don't think it's necessarily is, but we went to we went back to the Allianz Arena to partake in this FCB Day 1 thing, which is where they coach a load of kids, and there was like 9-10-year-old Argentinians there, and we were sort of just dotting about playing football with them, and we got speaking to them, and we were like trying to figure out what it is they do different in their kind of youth setup, and some of the kids there were saying they have whole sessions on how to defend with their arms.
Wow.
It's crazy, isn't it? Yeah. And you just think that's why they've got these little tricks up their sleeve that maybe we don't possess. But ultimately you should just focus on the lighter side of the game, and I think we're going to edge this off.
Right, second half is almost underway. The players just getting back onto the pitch now. Pete, you've got something for us in social corner.
I've just got an interesting stat that the last World Cup win that England had when they were drawing 0-0 at half-time was in June 2006, which was the last time they actually won a knockout game. Is that a bit of foreshadowing?
It's coming home. There you go. England's coming home. England are going to win the World Cup. Love that.
That's what I'm talking about, Dorman. Spreading those positive vibes, mate. I love it.
Been enough negativity already.
Exactly. We're kicking off.
Here we go. The game is kicking off for the second half.
Come on, England.
And that is a great start. I do like looking at that. The last World Cup women drawing 0 at half-time, June 2006. The last time England won a knockout game. Is it coming home, Hamill?
Well, you just like replaying that in your mind. One for the old.
I just really like
club ammo. But listen, I want to see a goal for me, for the England team, for the nation, but mainly for Dave Jackson, because I think if this carries on, then his blood pressure is going to be shot to bit.
So is James Rodriguez? He's definitely not in the squad. He can't come on.
Rodriguez is not on the substitute bench. He cannot come on. So if that's going to help you be less nervous, Dave, anything that you can take from this game?
I think it kind of goes back to what we were saying in terms of like the dark horse, that we have to manage our game. You know what I mean? It's like it's about
our
us.
Strengths,
yeah, you know what I mean? If we can keep the ball, it doesn't matter what they do with their arms or with their trading legs, any of that stuff. You know what I mean?
Surely that's what Southgate has reiterated in the dressing room.
Yeah.
I mean, surely if England play their game, you would like to think that they would have enough to see themselves.
That's the thing. I would definitely argue, man for man, we have a better first 11 than actually.
Especially without Rodriguez.
So just go out and play.
I do feel like they're targeting the left-hand side. Like Ashley Young, I do think Cuadrado in particular is seeing a little bit of joy down there. I don't know, maybe an outlandish sub would be like to bring on Danny Rose. I'm not sure.
Danny Rose Danny Rose go the other way. Yeah. Pushes their player back. Yeah.
Because Danny Rose is much more of a threat going forward. I think that was one of the positives that I took from the Belgian game, and admittedly I I was pretty inebriated by the end of it, Smithy, but I do remember some positive forward runs from Danny Rose.
Lovely control that. Don't forget, we have just to go on for Dave's blood pressure. We do have the possibility of extra time, Dave, followed by penalties.
No, we'll definitely get this job done. We'll get this job done inside 90.
That'd be mental. You don't have to stick around for that. Get off. Extra time. This is unforgiving stuff.
Go on, Dorman. What we got?
Say it does go to penalties. There's a question here from Raphael. If it goes to pens, who would you choose to step up first for England?
Go on, Dave.
Sure, it's Kane. But my worry for that is because we have such confidence in Kane, Kane misses, the rest of them, they'll be in a hole.
Well, we saw, it's very important to score the first one. We saw Christian Eriksen missed the first one for Denmark, didn't he? in the shootout. You definitely want your first shooter to score.
But just don't think about all the penalties collectively. Just the first,
yeah, so
and then the second.
Kane.
But interestingly, Gareth Southgate, I think this is the first time England have actually done this. Has brought a psychologist with them to help on penalties. I saw an interview with Henry Winter where they were talking about sports psychology, and they know their order down to a T. A lot of he was talking about, I think at Euro 96, it was just left to whoever volunteered at the time. And whilst we kind of applaud that for players being like ballsy, that's not how it should work,
I think you work on it in training. You know, and the thing is as well, with training is different to have been in a stadium full of...
How do you replicate it in training though?
You can't.
50,000 people.
You know, the pressure, being tired as well. Yeah. You know, in training, it's all fun and games, but it's not fun and games there.
It's not fun and games there.
That goal suddenly shrinks. You know,
for me, prior to the game.
So prior to the game, will every player know what corner they're going to stick the ball? Obviously, in that run-up,
generally yes.
Might change,
generally yes, and but after the time you change.
Yeah.
Interesting you said that, because Lingard said this week in a press conference he doesn't know, England don't know who the 5 are at this stage. He was then asked if he'd take one, he said he would step up.
Yeah.
But it goes back to your
psychologist
point. But it goes back to your point, Chris. I think a big part of it is the manager saying who fancies one, because you can have the best striker in the world, but if he's had a bad game, that must come into it. I mean, it must be down to who wants to take one.
Definitely, and you look at was it 04 when De Vassell missed? But De Rice didn't want to take it, to be honest. No, I don't think so. And it just came to the point where he was the last person to take one.
He was made to take one, and he didn't want to, and he missed.
Like Gareth is so meticulous and is thinking outside the box on set pieces and whatnot that I can't believe that he would not put together a first 5.
No, I'm guessing he would do. And you'd do it in training.
Yeah.
I think at one stage Jamie Carragher said that he was the best in training.
Oh, really?
For taking penalties.
He took one at the Euro.
He took one, famously scored, and then had to retake it because he went before the whistle and missed.
We actually brought him on an extra time to take one.
Yeah, he scored. And then missed. Especially speaking about Southgate. Southgate obviously knows he's taken arguably the most nerve-wracking penalty ever.
Yeah.
Euro 96 semi-final, the only person to miss. So he must know more than anyone the importance of penalties.
It's just not quite clicking.
On the subject of penalties, Emile, England have been involved in 3 penalty shootouts in World Cup history, lost them all, meaning that they have had more penalty shootout defeats than any other nation in World Cup history. But this is incredible. England have never, ever missed a penalty in normal time of a World Cup game. So we've got the worst record in shootout history, but we've taken 10 in normal time and scored 10.
Them all.
How crazy is that?
I was looking at some of the teams prior to this tournament, and I mean, Germany crashed out, obviously, but they had a success rate in shootouts of 83.
Wow.
We had a success rate of 17.
Yeah.
Just dovetailed nicely to 100. It was just a bit crazy.
6 and 7 in major tournaments, because obviously European ones we've lost as well. Did beat Spain, though. Did beat Spain in Euro 96 on penalties.
Just observed there that Quintero and Cuadrado have swapped wings. And Quintero's their chief creator now, so maybe they are looking to work it past Ashley Young. I'm not sure.
Think they see him as a weak link?
It would look like it from the first half, but I mean, he's stood up to the test, hasn't he?
Yeah, I mean, they haven't really created much.
I've not seen him go forward a lot, though.
It's been a game of very few chances. When we've seen how open this World Cup's been, and especially the amount of goals we've seen in this tournament, it's been quite a cagey game, this.
But I think it's to be expected that the wing-backs aren't going forward as much, because, I mean, they created loads of chances against Tunisia and Panama, but Colombia are a different kettle of fish.
Yeah, but in that free sort of 5-1-1 is it that we play, you need your fullbacks to partake in that. And against the bigger sides, if it becomes a 5 at the back, you are going to be outnumbered in midfield. That's my only worry. So I'd hope that Ashley Young gets a little bit more forward. We're seeing it here. But again, Danny Rose might help in that regard. But
I feel it is what kind of is nice to see.
Free kick, ref. Well done, referee. Free kick.
At least want the ball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're not.
Yeah.
There's an interesting question here. Obviously, England are looking for a breakthrough. Nathan Orley has asked, if you could bring on one legend from the bench in their prime, who would you choose in this moment?
Go on, Emile.
One legend
one legend in their prime to come on and make a difference, score the goal.
Michael Owen.
Michael Owen.
The bromance is deep.
Yeah, I mean,
it's deep, isn't it?
Wrong.
From 18, at 18, Michael Owen.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
From like 18 to 25, scored 40-something England goals, and then after those injuries, it was a matter of 1 or 2, wasn't it? But if he carried on even half that trajectory, he'd easily be our top goal scorer.
You know, get the ball turned, run.
Done. Easy. Not easy.
But the thing is, we haven't had a player like that for a long time.
Yeah, he was our Mbappe 20 years ago. Yeah.
So, but is that mentality, him coming back after injury, just thinking he's not as good, or being wary that he's going to get injured again?
Not being wary, but just...
Oh, no, don't tell me Maguire took that. That is a great header. That is a fantastic
That is
header.
Davison Sanchez. It must be pointed out as a great sort.
That is a fantastic
lovely ball from Ashley Young.
Tasty ball.
Maguire is up, and that is a fantastic clearance.
The old microwave head was in at the back post.
He was scoring that as well.
He was, wasn't he?
It's still 0-0. England have a corner. Come on, England.
Come on, Kieran. This is it. We've been great from corners. Gareth said that the previous 2 winners of the World Cup scored the most set pieces.
Having a dance,
So we need to take advantage of this situation.
Conga line.
Dave, have you ever,
So this clearly looks fast as well.
If we score, it's going to be a
The ref has to look at this. You can see how physical they're going to be. The ref has to look at this pushing and shoving here. Again, is that not a penalty?
Oh.
It's a penalty!
Come on!
Yellow.
Come on!
Can I just say,
Harry Kane!
Can I just say, Dave, I called that before he even...
You are Mystic Meg, Smithy!
I called that
Oh, the laptop's gone!
all day.
I'm going to...
Send him off!
Have to stand behind.
All they were looking at was to make an error.
Yeah,
But did we do it all game as well? So it's just about
in front of me. Loads of
speared it.
The ref had me more!
This is the reaction in Croydon, Emile Heskey.
He can't even
Looking right at it as well.
Pops everywhere.
Jumped on top of
Is
him
this
and
the
everything.
moment that England are going to go 1-0 up in the knockout game? Again, is this game management from Colombia? They are pounding the referee, delaying it as much as possible. We called. I did say this that throughout the box they've been grappling. You could see it coming. It is absolutely stupid from the Colombian team.
Especially now that there's VAR as well. They're never going to get away.
Let's get this over and done with.
Telling them to get away.
Come on, Harry.
Ref is goal of the game here now.
This will take him to 6 goals as well. Out of sight, top goal scorer.
Look at him kicking the...
That guy's having a tantrum. What's he doing?
What we're doing, they're trying to mess up the penalty spot as well.
Yeah, they know exactly what they're doing.
What are we saying about
I'm coming for a kiss if we score. Come on.
Come on, England. All right, now, how much ref get hold of the game, ref?
Look at the state of that for a player penalty spot.
How much is this not helping him?
It's not helping, but the ref
Sunday League
needs
ref
to
needs to
control.
manage this situation.
Because if you start booking players, they'll move.
Yeah.
Simple as that. Yeah.
My heart is pounding.
And the penalty spot has been ripped to shreds, hasn't it?
Yeah, just seen it.
The
Just seen
ref's
them
got to do
kicking.
more here.
Tune it out, Harry. Tune it out. David Ospina.
The thing is here, right? Every England player, make sure they don't go in the area when he's taking it. Just keep your composure.
Why include that missed one in the graphic?
Look, I mean, the referee has got to get a grip here.
Let's just
They are
react.
still grappling. They are
history,
still mucking the penalty spot up. Surely the ref, as you say, what's
He's got to be throwing some yellow cards around here, Emile.
The ref lost control here.
Harry Kane just taking himself away there.
Yeah, go on. Well played, referee. But that wasn't for Jordan Henderson, was it?
Headbutted.
He's had a laugh, isn't he, that ref?
Watch.
Oh, okay. I mean, you can't do that, lads. That's silly.
Silly.
Yeah, but you see it from Yerry Mina as well. It's 6-1, half a dozen of those.
Yeah, but Yerry's bought that.
Yeah.
Yerry's bought that.
This is Jordan shouldn't be doing that, really, should he?
No, not really. It's silly.
Come on. You expect better from Jordan as well. I mean, heat of the moment.
Come on,
Forgive
Harry.
me.
Come on,
So
Kane.
big for Harry Kane.
It's been a long
also,
time, hasn't it, as well?
not only does this put England in the lead, but the golden boot. This would put Harry Kane in a huge position to win the golden boot.
Come on, Kane.
This is a massive, massive moment in the game. Come on, Harry.
Come on. Come on, ref.
Must have been given about 3 minutes ago.
Yeah.
It must be
it's
the
been a
longest
long-
wait we've
it's
ever
been a
seen
long time.
from a penalty being awarded to being taken.
Come on, Kane, just relax.
And they're still trying it. Harry Kane steps up for England.
Sir Harold Kane, come on.
I thought you were going to do one step then.
Yeah. Come on, Harry.
Come on, Kane. Come on. Come on.
the scenes up and down the country. It is Colombia 0, England 1. Come on!
No complaints there. Smith, have a look at the couch,
What a penalty.
Oh, beautiful.
Somewhere in the field, people of all ages.
Get in there.
Come on! To that lady who is elderly than the other people. I don't know where this is. Come on! The beer is going everywhere. Look at the fans going absolutely crazy.
That is some big...
Look at Croydon! I've always respected Croydon in the place. Look at it.
I think I just saw Liv in the mosh pit. Just throwing points. Someone's just throwing it.
Wow. Right, the next 5 is
Harry Kane, Colombia 0, England 1. Dave Jackson, that's also Harry Kane on 6 goals. Big moment for him.
Massive moment, Smithy.
Come on, England.
Next closest is like...
No fouls. Just keep your composure now.
Oh, they're claiming there was afters here now. This is getting...
Referee needs to get involved in this
claiming
game.
that John Stones kicked him in the head. This is Falcao.
They want to wind down the clock with their
Can I just say as well, when that penalty was taken, I was very conscious of the stats I gave that England have never ever missed a penalty in a World Cup.
Yeah, what are you doing there as well?
That is 11 from 11. England have never missed a penalty.
Get out of it, Radamel.
In World Cup history, obviously they have in shootouts, but not in normal
El Tigre turning into El Puse, yeah.
Twitter's going off about the Colombians' dark arts as well. Everybody noticed. You can literally see them stamping on the penalty spot.
Yeah. Horrible. Come on. All right.
Get there, Harry.
No foul. He's gone absolutely nowhere. Don't foul him. Well done, England.
Surely now, Emile, this will probably suit England because Colombia are going to have to attack.
They're gonna have
It'll
to
make it more open and we'll have more chances.
Yeah, but I don't want England to sit back either.
No,
you know,
right,
you don't want to invite.
That's the definite, isn't it? 100%.
You don't want to invite pressure onto yourself.
Yeah, that's why you're more likely.
Go on, Raheem! Unlucky.
That's why you're more likely to concede 5 minutes after you score.
If we get another goal in the next 5,
all they need to do now, they need to get their shape back now for the next 5 minutes.
Oh no!
I mean, very hard.
Time to bring Eric Dyer on for Jordan. I think he's getting a little bit tested.
A little bit wound up, isn't he? He's
on the yellow, right?
Yeah.
Someone is going to get sent
off.
There's been some naughty taxes in Colombia. Let us know in the comment section what you think of Colombia's game management, should we call it? There's been a lot of afters. There's been, tampering with the penalty spot. That let us know. Also, let us know, to be fair, are England players reacting too much? Have they been guilty of it as well? Let us know what you think in the comment section. Pete, what are people saying?
I mean, everybody. It's just the goals kind of fallen by the wayside, and everybody's just talking about Colombia and how combative they've been in the kind of behaviour on the pitch.
Which has actually been a shame. They played some beautiful stuff against Poland, but they obviously feel, England have the better 11, like Dave was talking about. That they've had to, not lower themselves. You use the weapons at your disposal, don't you? But we just need to not partake.
Good time. I think for here. Someone's tweeted, I've never seen a team cheat so much.
You can't hear you.
Stopping the game for 5 minutes.
Shout louder, mate. Who's that on the screen?
Is that Tomlinson? He's actually at the game, Joe Smithy.
Is he?
Yeah.
At the game.
This is good. Just keep the ball. Get your shape back. Get a bit of possession. That's it. Run at him.
What do you think's
Go
happening?
on, Raheem.
What do you think's happening in the office? I think Adam Templeman just threw himself down the stairs.
Yeah. I think that Adam Templeman probably took a trip to Colombia.
I got an interesting question here from Pete Holloway, who asked...
Pete Holloway?
Holloway.
Great name.
Holloway? What a song.
Would you rather score the winner for your club in the Champions League final or be a squad player and win the World Cup?
Win the World Cup every time.
But again, squad player, you probably get, 30 minutes max?
Doesn't matter.
30, 40 minutes?
Win the World Up.
Yeah, I think...
to me, it's the greatest one.
I mean, if you're a squad player, do you still feel that much of a part?
I feel it's just absolutely killed Dave there in that one sentence.
Only if you're a squad player, sir.
Yeah, but that's
you go Champions League.
If you score the winner in the Champions League.
The thing is with that is like, so say for the next 50 years, right, people are buying you pints when you go to the pub, right? If you were just a squad player because you play in that squad, whereas if you...
But would they remember you in that squad if you didn't play?
Maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah, it's a good point.
You're scoring in a Champions League final.
Yeah.
I think more people are going to buy you a pint
I suppose so. I suppose so.
I mean,
is that the only reason, just about buying pints, Dave? That was
exactly, yeah.
And what would the actual professional footballer rather do? Former
I'd probably score in the final.
Naming the headlines?
Yeah.
Scoring which final? That was a very diplomatic answer. I'll score in the final. Yeah. Which one? Champions League or World Cup?
Both.
Come on, Ashley.
World Cup final would be great, yeah.
Good. Oh!
Hey!
Penalty!
No way.
Good ball.
What's
Back post.
Ball? Oh!
He needs to be doing better there.
He has to do better there.
Everyone's at it.
More. He's
Yes, get him booked.
That's the second
That's
for
fine.
the
Look,
13, isn't it?
they've fully lost their heads.
Colombia.
Referee's gone. This game
fine.
got sending
They've
somebody
gone down the
off.
rabbit hole.
their heads
Yeah,
in.
they're playing themselves now. They're
They
playing
are
themselves.
properly rattled. I'll tell you what, if I was playing for England, I'd be getting inside their heads like you wouldn't believe.
What about Falcao's lid though? Because it took 10 years to
what-
find
They
it.
have lost their heads.
It's fantastic. It's the.
It's
he's
dive.
looking for that.
It's dive.
Anticipating the contact.
To be fair, we've got to be honest about this. Colombian players have been guilty of some game management, but they've actually done nothing wrong there, Emile. That was a...
But were they
No
complaining
contact.
about, about a push at the back post from Dele Alli? I'm not sure if they were complaining about Maguire, were they?
I think it's
No,
Maguire.
Maguire.
Wow, that's a big chance for
Maguire.
Delhi.
Wrong.
They're just on a replay.
Yeah, yes, it's a target there, I think.
Yeah,
I think he has to score.
Someone's going to be sent off.
That could be a yellow card.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
how many yellows has that been now? About 8 or 9?
I don't think any of us would have disputed a yellow card for Maguire. Now that's.
But it's the thing, right? To me now,
Dive.
Yeah.
to me now, Harry Kane should be. Everyone just can't, like, keep your composure.
I think England are all right.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's Colombia that are like hounding the referee at every decision.
But it's the thing, right? We talked about how like refreshing to see this young team. They're a young team, right? So now we just need to have a little word in their ear.
But they're a young team.
Don't be a dipstick. Keep your composure.
They're a young team with good pedigree, aren't they? Is that Falcao
This
off?
is a
How many
very
more?
tough game for the ref.
All right. Carlos Bacca. When did Carlos Bacca come on?
I mean, how many yellow cards have there
Cameron's
been in this match? Because there's been an unbelievable amount.
I think he's lost count himself.
Yeah, it's a yellow.
Right, Liv, Croydon, the scenes looked amazing there. What's going on in Croydon now, Liv?
The scenes here in Croydon are absolutely manic. It's mayhem following that Harry Kane penalty. What did you make of the Harry Kane penalty?
Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah?
The best thing I think I've ever seen. It's definitely coming home.
And what are you making of the Colombians and their theatrics?
The Colombians are just playing a bit dirty. They're trying to get us out, but they're going to lose by doing it. So
Still feeling confident?
very confident.
Is football coming home?
Yes, it's definitely coming home.
Back to you guys.
Cheers, Liv. Interestingly, we're talking about the disciplinary of both teams. Colombia have received 5 yellow cards. England have received 1 so far. They're just showing replays of this
It's a bit naughty, that.
incident with Davinson Sanchez
just
and Maguire. No
move on,
contact, no
I
penalty.
I think
correct
that's
decision.
just a centre forward. I don't know. He doesn't really go down.
To be fair, I
very often,
think it's
does
on the
he?
replay, but like Maguire straight away got up and went back like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because obviously he knew it was a dive, but
yeah, well, I think he was just looking for the contact, though. He left his foot in and was expecting it to come.
which again is part of the dark arts, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, where's you stand on that, I mean? Like, obviously, we're not condoning diving, but if a player lunges in and a player initiates the contact and goes down,
That's
are
such
you
smart
happy with
play,
that?
Dele Alli.
When you say initiate the contact, is he waiting for the contact
If
or
the
is he
defender is
making...
lunging in and you sort of ride the tackle and look to go down, because we saw an incident in the Belgium game yesterday where the player got tackled and stayed on his feet. And some of his teammates then might have been upset that he didn't go down because there was contact.
You do get that sometimes, especially when you're running with the ball and you feel that you can carry on with the ball. You do try and ride the tackles, but sometimes you feel the contact, you go down.
Element of Dele Alli's game there that's a little bit underrated, I think. One, he's smart at buying fouls. And, Ryan Mason actually said he does have that sort of natural kind of ability and mentality to kind of win fouls, win smart fouls, when perhaps, maybe hoodwink the referee a little bit. Let's not sugarcoat it, but he's also a very good defensive forward. He works that across that channel really well, and
I think that comes from playing in League One and Championship.
Yeah,
you have to. You've got no choice, so they won't play you. You can't have any.
I don't think Dele Alli's good at getting in people's heads as well. Who he's playing against.
Yes, he is. Yeah.
I think as a defender, you would hate to play against him.
Yeah. Keep going.
Because he's so direct, but he's also like he's a bit of a mouthpiece as well.
Who's
in there?
Why are you waiting to? You should be in the box.
So you sympathise with the guy crossing that ball then?
Yeah.
But he also has to get his head up and see that there's no one in there and maybe turn out and keep possession.
When you're chased by 2-3 players, you expect people to be in the box.
Yeah.
Especially at least one.
So Harry Kane's still a little bit deep. Oh, this doesn't look promising.
I think he knows what he's doing. I don't think there's anything wrong with him. He's just trying to buy 30.
Ashley Young is down. Ospina is over him. Lovely skill from Raheem Sterling.
And that's what was missing in the first half. Yeah, it's okay. Isn't it? That's what was missing in the first half, wasn't it? We said Ashley Young wasn't in those advanced positions.
Interestingly, Kane is now 2-5 with Sky Bet for the Golden Boot. Obviously, he's leading the way with 6 goals. 2-5.
Tim Wellings just asked, do you think
terms and conditions apply?
Do you think we'll see a red card in this game? If so, who?
What did you just say?
Well, Emile actually said that. You
pick 5.
Anyone?
5.
Jordan Henderson.
The way they keep running round the referee.
Yeah. But Falco seems to be one of the worst for it as well.
At some stage, you've got to give another yellow and send someone off.
So why aren't, in those situations, the referees being a little bit more card happy? Why, you know?
I mean,
how do we stamp that out? Because I hate to sound like a, you know.
Probably not strong enough right now, with it being the last round of 16.
But that's not something you want to see, is it? It has been.
Because you look at some referees when they awarded the penalty. How long did it take him to get everyone out?
Yeah,
they would have just been going like this.
Yeah.
Come on, Jesse.
And also, I think if you're a bit card happy,
now he's getting a little bit of card happy.
How's he booked in for that compared to all the other crap?
Exactly. Dave, have your nerves calmed a little bit following the goal?
I feel a bit more calm now. It's just silly, Jesse.
Oh,
it's silly, isn't it? Especially under the referee's nose. It's such.
I mean, it is.
That was a definite yellow.
This is a massive test of England's mentality and game management here to not get caught up.
Time for a substitution, lads?
Essentially.
Who would you bring on?
70 minutes.
Go off this cheek.
I don't know. Maybe someone to shore it up at the basement field. Yeah, I'm not.
Maybe you can see how Young is as well with that challenge. Young looked like he was.
Sterling's still a threat, but I don't think Jesse Lingard's had his best game really.
Do you not?
No, I think.
You'd take Lingard off, Dave, would you?
For Loftus-Cheek, just put an extra man in the middle of the field.
So I'd have taken Ali off before, but that yellow card might swing it a little bit. But yeah, I think now feels like a good time for a change without really knowing, like, you know, having a strong reason why. Just instinctively watching it, freshen things up a little bit.
I mean, even in the first half, Loftus-Cheek was I think second to Rashford by only a couple of percent in who they wanted to come on and change the game.
Loftus-Cheek's great at retaining the ball, isn't he? Beating his
because
man.
he's so big as well.
Yeah, he's someone. It's very hard to get the ball off, a little bit like Moussa Dembele for Belgium, and he's great in those situations where just protecting the ball out wide, just buys a couple of minutes, like, you know, here and there.
Don't do anything stupid.
Oh, that was brave. Fair play.
Oh, what a ball
that is.
Nice ball.
Go on then, Danny. Take it to the line.
It's Kane though. Kane's nice.
Yeah, he needs to be in the box.
Yeah.
But I think with a natural left footer, I think he would be.
Okay, yeah, that's a good point actually. Because he knows Young has to take another touch, isn't he?
Oh, I'll tell you what.
See any yellow?
It's another naughty challenge. The ref.
Okay, play on.
It's just not done anything without that one.
It's just fine though. This is actually fine. Just trying to keep the ball for a little bit. I don't think
it's a little bit more composure.
There's a question here from Chris Aman who has asked, which team at the World Cup has surprised you most in a positive way? As in their record of success with forward player style of play, breakout stars, etc.
It's definitely easier to answer who's disappointed the most.
Yeah, but that's not the question. So if you answer the question,
I mean, you have got me there.
Yeah.
Russia for me.
Yeah.
Just because of
well done, Harry.
In Russia, fans were saying this is the worst Russian team. They're one of the lowest ranked teams in the whole tournament to do what they've done. And there's a lot of pressure on the host nation as well. Win the first game 5-0, okay, not against the best opposition, but. And I don't know what you think, Emile, but I know that they was very negative and they played a back five, but it was back five. And very negative mindset against Spain. But to go in with a game plan, you've got to admire a team to win, score every penalty, and effectively they did get the job done. And they're in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, and I think they know their strengths. They know their strengths. They play into that, and they don't mix it up at all. Everyone knows what their job is, and when you have a team like that. You get good results.
Nice try.
Every now and again.
Exactly. Yeah.
They're not going to be attractive to you on the eye.
No.
Yeah.
But they'll get results.
I've been impressed with Golovin in attacking midfield. Smithy, who's been linked with Arsenal, he's been linked with Chelsea. So he looks like a half decent player. But Who else has surprised me?
Go on.
Go on, Ray! Go on, pick him out!
Good interception, that.
Yeah. Defended well.
Japan surprised me.
They were good last night.
Japan never really surprised me. Having played against Japan, I know what they're so technically good.
They're
strong. Really like the element of the game, but Belgium are just a team of...
But Belgium for the last two tournaments are disappointed.
Yeah, and you saw it when Fellaini came on, they did struggle with that extra physique. To compete that deep in the game, I think Yoshida was fantastic last night. Another team is impressed me.
Croatia.
Croatia.
They weren't brilliant against Denmark, but
Uruguay seemed to be the ascendancy as well. They started really poorly. Go on.
Oh, it was never going in.
Uruguay's opening a couple of games. I think they got a result against Egypt where it was a last-minute OG. They were so boring, and then bang against Portugal.
They're not the most attractive. Like similar to Russia, but they're effective. So you can't argue that.
They didn't qualify to the next round without seeing the goal in the group stages. That is correct. Thank you very much, Seb.
Loves it. Who do you think are the team to beat, Emile? Having seen everyone play, who is the best team left in this World Cup, would you say?
I would probably say Belgium.
Would you?
Yeah, I'd probably say Belgium.
Go on then, Harry.
They still got to perform, and I haven't seen them really...
Ref, well done, Harry Kane. Drive it out!
They'll beat Brazil then, because that's a huge tie.
That's a massive game.
They've got the ability to.
Yeah.
I think they've got the better players. In general.
Brazil.
There's been moments.
They've got individuals, Brazil, who are probably better, but as a team.
Romelu Lukaku looks like they have a talisman now, don't they? They've lacked that in the last couple of tournaments. And I mean, that movement for the goal and the counter against Japan just shows you how mature his game is.
There's two movements there. The first movement to take the defender away so the right winger can get in.
Yeah.
Then the second movement to bring...
Yeah, so good, man.
And no one really mentioned that, did they?
No, but...
A few years back, he wouldn't have done that.
Yeah, exactly.
Go on.
Yeah, he seems ready, doesn't he? He seems ready to lead the team, and even has.
And I think it's helped being at Man United, being with.
Step up and be around different players, better players.
Living with those expectations.
Side.
And Hamley, you touched on there about Golovin being linked with a lot of clubs. Emmanuel Azuka has asked, do you think that any major transfers will be made after the World Cup as a result of how a player has performed?
What do you think, then, lads? Has anyone earned themselves a move? Obviously, scouting networks are so detailed now that rarely do we find a surprise package at the World Cup. I think Quintero is maybe a candidate for Colombia. I've been impressed with him. I'll tell you who, Akanji for Switzerland. It's been fantastic in this tournament. I know they lost against Sweden, but 22-year-old centre-back, just signed for Dorman, so he's not going to engineer a massive move off the back of it, but he's really...
I was impressed with the Mexican keeper, actually, as well.
Ochoa?
Yeah, I thought he played really well.
Lozano as well, I think you've mentioned him in the past, Dave.
Big
Mexican winger.
Yeah,
big fan of his.
Yeah, very tricky.
Tricky first time.
Pete, any more on social you got for us?
I'm just putting out a poll to see who...
Get on his...
who England should bring on to shore up this and make sure they get over the line against Colombia. So I'll get back to you quickly with the results.
Pete, how many polls have you put out in one day? What's your record amount of polls that you put out?
Because this is important content.
I mean, I reckon we're pushing about 12 or 13.
Wow. Good day.
Emile Heskey, have you ever thought of going into management?
Great question.
Hello.
Yes and no. Coaching first, and then obviously the thing with management, not every coach is going to be a good manager. Coaching and management is two different things.
Yeah,
well, we had Martin O'Neill who didn't coach.
Yeah.
Steve Wolford took all the coaching.
Right.
So, and they had a similar relationship. His mentor at Forest, right?
And he just steered the ship. He was the one that got everyone singing from the same hymn book.
Come on. Head to hand though.
And Fergie had McLaren, Queiroz, all those guys.
He was the leader. He was the one that got everyone going.
Raheem.
So you'd be
big chance for Raheem.
Who's the man coming off?
Jesse, go, Joe, go.
It's a big chance. Jesse's in. Have a chance.
Oh no, it's fine. It's not a pen, I don't think.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not sure that's a pen.
I think he went down very softly there.
No, he's planked. The Colombian is planked in front of him. Good pressure, though. Get at him, Kane. So you prefer to be a coach, like down in the trenches every day?
You'd want to try first and see what you could actually do.
I wonder.
because as well, with management comes a lot of pressure as well, because everyone's looking at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's your head on the block.
Have you got your badges?
That's part of my badges, but I haven't done the rest.
Nice,
Great
Jesse.
pass.
What is Jordan doing there? Someone's covering for him, I hope.
All right, Jake.
Very open.
Yeah,
they need to regroup.
JH, get back. Might be time to Eric Dyer and maybe shore things up a little bit.
Very open.
Just another observation about just looking at Kane again, sitting very deep. Has he got a slight injury from landing? Is he just?
No, he's been sitting quite deep for the last 10 minutes.
Incredibly deep. He's just on the edge of the box.
I think he's been chasing back for others. And
I think he's trying to be a good captain.
Can't get back up.
Out then.
It's incredibly deep. He's walking a
How
little
deep
bit
the hole?
gingerly.
Step up.
Well done, Danny.
Well played.
He's been booked today, that fella.
Now take your time.
Where's it like
well
football
done.
gone?
No,
Interesting that there's been no changes still for England.
Someone's got to come on.
78th minute we're approaching now.
I feel like a couple of players are tied there, Smithy. What do you think?
Oh, he has nicked
Not
it,
a penalty
huh?
for me. Not a penalty for me.
No.
Well, is it? Dave's like, yeah.
He's nicked in there.
agree to disagree.
Maybe he's kicked him.
I don't think it's a dive or a penalty. I just think it's coming together. And
Carlos
I think that's
Sanchez has
correct.
come off.
Carlos Sanchez
Interesting
is
to see this
off.
come on. He's defensive midfielder. And is this Luis Muriel?
It's number 15, mate.
Uribe. No, don't know who Uribe is. Euro Football Daily has let me down there.
Interesting that England haven't made a single change.
It's number 15.
Lads, who's the first sub you bring on now? Do you think?
I think
we'll make one at all?
I think it might have to be Eric Dyer in a bit.
I think he might be the most lethal looking man at the competition, Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Yeah. Get him on. Calm play down.
He is an incredibly
Drag the ball into the flanks.
The midfield is so open now. It's silly. It's silly.
Eric Dyer's not a bad shout, just to short up at the.
Just sit. Just
He wasn't great in the last game,
him and
though.
Jordan Henderson just sitting.
Emmy, what do you reckon of City selling Riyad Mahrez?
It was inevitable at some stage. They were selling for a player to come back 3 seasons in a row, wanting a move. There's only so much.
If you're playing with him.
I don't think it would have happened because players wouldn't allow it. Now it seems like it's normal for a player to want out and still come back in the change rooms and laughing and all that. No.
Here comes the first sub. We all said this. Eric Dyer. Is Eric Dyer's going to come on just to shore things up? Looks like Jesse Lingard is coming off, is he?
I don't think that's a bad sub.
That wouldn't be the worst decision. Although Jordan Henderson has looked cream cracked.
And he's on a yellow, isn't he?
And he's on a yellow as well, which is a good point.
Dele Alli.
Dele Alli, who's coming off.
Ali's definitely been carrying a knock.
Yeah, I think Dele Alli looks a bit.
Defending
like
well from the front now.
Still a wave, mate. Still a wave.
Who's coming off?
I was going to give it large, 10 minutes left, mate. And the rest.
Yeah, it looks like Dele Alli is coming off.
Injury time, isn't there?
There's going to be a lot of injury time, actually.
Eric Dyer.
Right.
Come on.
Is that another one? Is that another player warming? No. That's an existing
They just
player.
went over for water.
So the thing is here, right, this is going to be dangerous because we're going to sit further and further dates, so we have to get Kane up the pitch now.
And I think you need Sterling to be a willing runner.
Yeah, right, just run.
Just run. Get fouls in the corner.
100%. Just get fouls, pick up the free kicks, get the ball down there.
You see what Kane just did then?
Yeah. Do you think this is more of a 4-4-1-1 now? Sterling just in the hole?
Maybe a 4-4-2. When we're attacking and then get one of them to drop. That's why Kane's been dropping. One of them has to drop.
Well, how would you play 4-4-1?
A couple of people are 4-4-1. A couple of people are calling for Vardy to come on and some fresh legs to be brought on up front.
He looked quite tired
attack
at
is the
stage.
best form of defence.
I feel like at this point we're defending the lead as opposed to...
Oh my God.
What have you got Walker?
Oh, there's a player there. Okay, fine.
Give him play straight through to Columbus. It's a big chance.
Yes!
He has.
Kyle, come on, son.
Going back to that, Emile, you said that Kyle Walker is the kind of person, if he makes a mistake, he doesn't dwell on it for 10 minutes. Will he be dwelling on that, do you think?
Not now.
Not now, because the danger's gone.
No, I'm saying that he's
better
now. He's
right, sorry.
dealt
back
with that.
In the day he was,
when he was a young lad, but now he just gets on with it.
I feel sapped.
But do you think that happened because he's not a centre half? You know what I mean? Like,
that's just lazy. That's lazy because you could do everything quicker.
Okay.
You don't need to wait till the last minute to do it.
Maybe just trying to slow down, play a little bit.
Yeah, I understand that, but you can do a bit sharper. If you're going to play it back to the goalkeeper, get the ball, turn and play it.
Yeah.
Why have you got to wait for the defender to come, for the attacker to come towards you?
Yeah,
especially now he's got 2 defensive midfielders playing in front of him, or 2 deeper midfielders. Come on, let's get the ball to one of those guys quicker. I like the defence taking a few more risks, but maybe not at this point in the game. Because squeaky bum time.
But
again, if you set up to defend and you invite pressure, though.
That's the thing. That's why Kane has to step.
Go on,
Harry Kane. Just square that.
Second touch.
That's a horrendous touch.
Missed the touch.
Such a poor touch. And is it in the corner? Is it a goal kick?
Goal kick.
He's a fruitcake, isn't he, Barrios? How's he survived 80 minutes on the pitch?
Poor touch from Lingard.
That's a corner.
He's just got to run there, surely.
Where's he giving
But
it?
even that touch that he tried to take, he could have played the ball in early.
Yeah.
Sterling was on. I don't think he'd even looked.
I think I was a bit of
Smith is right.
too much adrenaline.
Yeah, could be.
Smith is right to sit on this.
Do what you want, Dave, yeah.
I just want to make
Anyone
sure.
like a tea or coffee while we're Green tea. Oh, here they are. Look at that for service. It's unbelievable. We've asked for 2 green teas.
Oh, come on, what have you done here?
Thank you very much.
I'll have a scotch,
Score
please.
prediction. Can you give a score prediction? Come on. We've given everyone a score prediction. This is the legendary floor manager, Helen. To the camera. 2-0 England. Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, lovely green tea.
No, I'll take
You know how to green tea as well, have you?
Yeah, 2 green teas.
He's such a copycat.
I've never seen you drink a green tea in your life.
I like green tea. Like a peppermint one as well.
You're a fraud, mate.
I'm a fraud, apparently. Other tea mates are available.
Never seen someone get
Free
so
kick for
digged
England
out
again.
for having green tea. Go on.
Go on!
Oh,
I bet
Harry Maguire wins everything in the air, doesn't he?
A little Vertonghen
When's the
there.
last time you saw him lose a header?
Don't know.
That's big enough, though.
It is. Look at the size of it. I've got a massive head as well. But he's got the body to match.
You have got a big head.
I have. It is a sizable swing.
and tiny legs.
Melon head.
Let us know in the comments section who's got a bigger head, Chris Hamill or Harry Maguire. Maybe put a poll out about it, Pete Dorman. Who's got a bigger nut?
That could be the
Harry
worst,
Maguire
worst
or
poll
Chris
to put
Hamill?
out ever, but I
put out some real big ones today.
I'm still keen
Hey,
to
you
find
can
out.
do 50 podcasts.
There's his head.
Do you want me to give you a full... Nah, come on.
Emil, thoughts on whose head is bigger? Chris Hamill and Harry Maguire?
No, they're inviting pressure on now. They need someone to hold it up front.
Yeah.
It's just dropping deeper and deeper.
And this is where Sterling has to at least be a threat, so they keep their back line further back because they know Sterling's going to be there on the counter.
So it's 84th minute. England currently lead 1-0 to Colombia, as if we have to remind anyone of that. Harry Kane with the goal. If England win this, hold on for another 6 minutes, we will play Sweden.
There's going to be a lot of added time.
Sweden.
We've defended extremely well. I mean, touch wood, Jordan Pickford has not had a lot to do, has he? And I think that's to the defence's credit, because we've not exactly been watertight in midfield.
It's going to be a stupid challenge coming on.
I still feel like there'll be one more big chance for Colombia.
Well, look, we're sitting a little bit now.
I think
the thing is, you're pinned back in...
Rashford. Rashford should come...
Rashford up?
Yeah.
Wow.
No, well played. Great. You know, as much as we've got Harry Maguire from set pieces, they have Yerry Mina, who's got 5 goals. Oh, God. 5 goals in 14 appearances as a centre-back. Like, we can't be giving away silly corners, silly free kicks.
But this is us getting pinned back.
Yeah.
We have to get up the pitch.
More positive.
You have to be brave.
And that this goes back to... I think that's a foul, but...
Do you think if he scores there, do you think that goes to VAR? Because he is climbing all over.
No, absolutely not. Ref's not even flag for it, is it?
Right, fair enough.
And that's that, Dave. And my head is bigger than Maguire's.
Well, there is a poll out. And yeah, you will be pleased. Harry Maguire is winning 65% to 35. That's a joke.
Wow.
Can't even win pole from there.
That's a fix.
Do you want a bigger head than Maguire?
I don't know. Now we've ran with it for this long.
Come on.
It's almost like a tired... Oh, come on.
Oh.
Is that green tea taking the edge off things then? So I'm after.
There's been an interesting question from Cristiano Ronaldo.
Good play, come on.
And
just silly pass, Henderson!
He's asked, based on the World Cup so far, who do you think should win the Golden Ball?
That is a good question.
Go with the best player.
Golden Ball, not boot.
Yeah.
Best player then.
Don't know. There's not really been anything.
I mean, Mbappe must be in there with a shot.
Yeah. After that game against Uruguay, all right, but. I mean, France, the opening 2 games were dull, man. They were really dull.
Kane gets a few more goals. I don't know how it can't be him.
I mean, he's already got 6 now.
So.
Yeah, the question is which of the England squad, when it comes home, is winning the Golden Ball, right, Dorman? What do you think, Emma? The big dog, Harry Kane.
Yeah, it's got to be, hasn't it, for the goals?
I had like flashbacks then of Rob Green versus America then.
Why are you saying that?
Don't.
You know, I said that earlier.
You start that game? against the USA? Yeah, he did.
Wow. What was the,
Sorry.
Yeah, what was the reaction?
Yeah, we started brilliant. Stevie Gerrard pops one in.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we've not had a goalkeeping howler, have we, so far? So
Let's stop talking about that.
why am I even saying that?
Who's this? Who's that number 11?
Sorry, boys. I'm
Who's number
letting the team down here.
Vardy.
He's coming on.
Let's hope he's having a party.
You don't want to see
Needed
him.
someone over. He's going to run the other way.
It is Raheem Sterling that is coming off for Jamie Vardy. We're in the 87th minute. We do expect a lot of
I think that Sterling's played well today. I mean, he's played well. I mean,
He's seen a different side to his game. He's worked his nuts off, mate.
So this is what we're talking about. So now Vardy comes on, right, and he runs, and the Colombian defence knows that threat. They have to keep
good
back.
sub this day, isn't it? Because Raheem's done well. He's coming off Vardy for his pace.
That's a very good point.
Sure, yeah, Vardy's just going to run into the channels, get that ball up the line.
It's perfect. All that's it.
I mean, if you're playing 70 yards away from your goal, that's where you want to be.
Jordan Henderson for Liverpool this season has been fantastic in his delivery. Everyone calls him a bit of a sand crab, side-to-side merchant, but he's completing an awful lot of long balls this season. But like you said, that's good. They have to drop a little bit, don't they?
Kick it off.
Can we just say, look at the scenes in Croydon.
Oi, too soon, Croydon, too soon.
Right now. Can we see the scenes in Croydon? There it is. They're starting to believe again. Croydon is starting to believe.
Come on,
and if Croydon starts believing anything possible...
How many more, referee? Harry Kane, unbelievable.
See, that's what you need. You need someone who's going to hold the ball up.
Absolutely brilliant hold-up play from Kane.
Yeah, because now this eats up, what,
because time,
a minute at a time?
Yeah.
That's a positive substitution, keeping Jesse Lingard on as well and having Kane and...
He's very quick as well.
But also, don't you think, regardless it's been a very physical game, the players do look quite knackered. A player like Vardy with his pace, it's a positive sub from Southgate, isn't it?
Well, instead of
what, Chris? Just
well, I'm getting nervous. I don't want to speak. Oh, hello. Hello. Have a word, referee.
Where's your... There he is.
So a lot of the sort of successful. I've been reading. This is a little bit obscure. So maybe you like this. You like a nugget, mate. So a lot of the successful Italian managers in the 90s to take a forward off and put a midfielder on, as opposed to English culture-wise, take a forward off, put a defender on, shore up the game, and then you invite the pressure. But that's kind of that's a positive substitution. That's maybe what we're not used to seeing. Other nations are a little bit. But.
I also think on that point as well, Hammer, when England have found themselves behind in games, notably the England-Iceland game, there was just chucking on the striker on, chucking on the striker on. It was like, I remember I was at the England-Iceland game, Rashford was on, Vardy was on, Kane was on. There wasn't actually a game plan. It was just what I seem to like about Southgate is he doesn't panic under pressure.
He has like a system.
And he might bring a midfielder on.
We would have made about 6 changes by now. So.
Speaking of scenes around the country, Norwich, this is the scene.
5 minutes? Where's it 5 minutes from?
Shoulder.
Look at that, 12
that is the scenes in Norwich. Can we see it?
There you are.
There they are.
Someone's been tangoed.
Yeah, they're loving it.
A bit let down by those scenes in Norwich, if I'm being brutally honest.
Probably not worth it.
not as jubilant as Croydon, but fans are starting
Well done. Such a smart foul. Take your time.
5 minutes of injury time.
Emile, you were at the Iceland game as well.
Yes.
What did you make of that? Because that's kind of been our reset button. That's our DAS reboot moment, right? So what did you make of that game?
It was a strange game. When we scored the first goal, when we scored, I thought, oh, this is going to be 5-0.
Yeah.
But then when they scored, you see everyone's head go down. You see everyone's demeanour change, and then I thought, oh, we're banging trouble here. There's something not right.
Yeah.
And no one really wanted to take advantage. No one really wanted to take the game by the scruff of the neck. Yeah. Everyone was passing it on to someone else. Everyone was waiting for someone else to make a run.
Yeah.
And nothing ever happened.
Was it? Do you think it was fear just constricted the players?
I think 100%.
Because they could almost preempt the headlines back home.
Yeah. But where it's different now, it just seems like everyone doesn't really care.
I actually think the game, France might have been a more favourable draw in that tournament for England. You know, if we came second in the group or if we topped the group, I can't remember the dynamic.
For the top, when we played Belgium, who had
France was the next game.
Wales had
the next game.
Beating Iceland,
sorry.
Yeah,
fancied us against the bigger teams in that tournament because we were playing more counter-attacking stuff, weren't we? But
can't wait to the Colombian fans. They know that they've probably got one, maybe two more chances
left.
Beautiful people, the Colombians.
Do not get booked.
Love them.
Any of you England players. David Ospina is taking the free kick very hard.
He actually can't kick the ball off the ground. It's fine.
91st minute, approaching the 92nd minute, in fact. There's 5 minutes of additional time. England 1-0 up.
Come on,
they
come on, Maguire!
Sweden in the next round if they can hang on.
Oh,
Did he touch that?
He saved that.
By the way, what a save that is.
What a hit that was.
He didn't go with that with the wrong hand, did he, Thibaut Courtois?
Oh,
gosh.
Good.
What a save.
Just get your composure now. Get your composure.
If that was going in.
You can defend corners all day.
We've got to be careful.
Be careful here. Now, nothing silly. Don't foul.
Yeah.
He'll wanna.
They're going to go down.
Because I'll be honest, we look knackered.
They will try. David Ospina's up. The keeper's up.
2-0.
No fouls, England.
Oh
The same lad that you said as well.
3 games in a row. He has scored for Colombia in the 93rd minute.
This is exactly what we didn't want. Just like you, I agree, our players are looking tired. James, shove it up your arse, mate. Oh, come on.
Mina, that is the 3rd goal he scored. Incredibly, he's their top goal scorer in this tournament. Barcelona defender. He wins it. It's a man on the line. Oh, it's so unlucky.
That's a hell of a jump.
He's headed it down.
It's a good
Headed it down.
Right,
and there's a man on the Trippier is on the line. And it comes off his head, off
look
the
at those
crossbar.
fine margins, man.
Yeah, if he's 2 inches taller.
And now you worry that do we have a slightly unbalanced side to go into extra time? They were positive substitutions to make.
I mean, you get an extra sub at half time as well, though, so you can't.
Yeah, 4th sub is the first tournament this has been used, but I don't think we've only made what? Haven't we made 2? Dyer and Vardy. So.
James Rodriguez going absolutely crazy in the stands.
So cheap.
The 93rd minute equaliser.
But we haven't done enough since the goal. I don't want to go into a negative rant straight away, but
sat back.
We haven't done enough since the goal.
Wasn't he been booked? Didn't he like jump into the crowd?
I was thinking that.
Yeah, he's been booked, has he not?
And he also he's looking a bit sheepish coming back on, isn't he?
Is he in a booking?
That'd be mental if he did.
He's bottled this, the ref.
They are still celebrating the goal.
He's absolutely bottled this, the ref. That's against the law, isn't it?
What?
When you go into the crowd, it's a yellow card.
It's a valid point, that. He did run into the crowd. He has already been booked. He's now pretending that he's injured, which is clever. But the ref is not doing anything. Falcao is still in the opposition half. We're into the 5th minute of injury time. There's going to be even more minutes played. England need a hero, or this is going to extra time and potentially another penalty shootout in a World Cup.
Oh, Yeri.
2-1, come on.
We should have been able to get at these defenders more.
Yeah.
Yeri Mina is rash.
Great feet from Lingard. Handball. Ref's not giving. He's not giving it.
Oh, and he's great from corners though. Jesus. Right. Come on then. Switch back on, lads. Let's get the positive vibes going again. Dorman, come on. You got any more questions?
Hamill, just picking up what you said there, Hamill. You think it'd have been too negative? You saw that coming, did you, for the way that we've been playing the second half?
I saw it coming. I'm not going to, give it the big eye. I am.
But you think it was a bit negative after we went 1-0 up, is what I'm getting at?
But I'm just, a little bit disappointed with our inability to finish the game off. And you just leave yourself open to these sort of scenarios. And you've got a guy who's lethal from set pieces, in a similar sense to Maguire. I don't know, England. I don't know what more we could have done, really, to
last chance, salute.
Offside if they're to him. Stupid.
I don't know, maybe brought Loftus Cheek on a little bit early. These are all if buts and maybes. I don't think any glaring
Jordan Henderson has come off. He's absolutely knackered, Jordan Henderson.
Jordan Henderson is knackered. He's also on a yellow card as well, and they are definitely trying to
tackle. He's got the ball. Crack on.
Henderson has got to be careful here.
Well played. Well back, Ashley.
Who's he?
How many extra time sort of scenarios did you play in? And do you think this? Obviously now the kind of momentum is with Colombia.
Yeah, the momentum is with Colombia. The manager needs to get them to regroup and focus their mind on the extra time. They'll be tired as well. Mentally, physically and mentally, to be honest, because you are
moments away.
Yeah.
Come on!
They've got to regroup.
I think, do you see, the chance that came before the goal that went to the corner? We've given that midfielder far too much time. Yeah. You've got closing down. It's last minutes of the game.
So speculative there wasn't that strike. I mean, it's a brilliant strike, but I don't think don't get me wrong. I'm crushed, but we don't deserve.
I mean, we've edged it, but we haven't played significantly better.
well,
It's not like
have we?
Tunisia, you know, where we played fantastic football, could have scored 4 or 5 goals and have just won at the death. It's not been the case this time.
But there's a lot of teams that have been like that in this tournament that have crept through. Croatia creeping through on penalty shootout, Belgium last night. You do need that bit of luck as well in the tournament.
Yeah, definitely. And that's what you're going to be, especially at times like this, that's what you're counting on.
Yeah.
You know, but they had a little, not look, but they had a great save there, but then...
Yeah. That's a very good point, actually, forgetting about the save from Jordan Pickford beforehand, which is absolutely brilliant. Pete, what are people saying on social? I imagine it's pretty depressing.
It's a bit down at the minute. Everybody's kind of thinking that the wind are definitely in the sails of Colombia. Everybody's fearing the worst at the minute.
Yeah. Everyone is fearing the worst.
Got to be saying it. I'm just going to tuck into all this pizza, lads.
I didn't bargain for extra time either. I really need the toilet at this stage.
Yeah, so do I.
Again, I did. I put a poll out.
Asking if we need the toilet?
Will Smith need the toilet before?
100% yes. No, I put a poll out about when the game would be decided, full-time, extra time or penalties, and only 22% said extra time, 23% penalties and 55% full-time.
What was my prediction? England in extra time before the game. I'm sticking with it. I still think we've got enough to do.
Well, we know who to blame now, don't we?
Come on. Look at this.
We'd all been away home by now.
Look at the fans again now. They've gone from throwing their pints to nail-biting stuff. You know that the fans are nervous, and if you look at them closely, none of them are talking to each other. They're all just glaring at the screen. It's almost like they don't know what to say.
No one's going to be more disappointed in the country than Olivia right now. She has to stay at box part for another 45 minutes.
So, Emile, if you were in the squad now, what would you be saying to your teammates?
Just to refocus, regain your focus, and we know we're good enough.
Yeah.
We've done well. Let's not sit back. Let's be on the ascendant again and push them back. The only reason they got back into the game is because we sat back and allowed them to get back into the game.
Yeah.
Now let's get on them again, because
I think Vardy's got a big role to play in this extra time because he's come on his fresh legs.
The lad that scored, if Vardy gets at him, he's going to get sent off.
Yeah.
Because he's too quick through.
Yeah.
Now that's where you've got to get him on the ball.
Got to get Vardy on the ball.
Are you thinking if we go a little bit more direct, and if we go a bit more direct,
no, you don't
necessarily
have to go more direct. It's just the way to pass and where you pass the ball.
Do you think we'll off the sheet for Henderson maybe? Henderson has looked tired. I can't remember the last time he looked
you got to have a look at it because, like you're saying, if he is looking a little bit leggy, that's the one thing you don't know.
Yeah, because you end up.
Who's the player you're looking here to make a difference?
I think we've pretty much played our hand with Jamie
Vardy.
No,
but what it is like we just think, as you said, just get the composure back. We need to get back on the front foot. For 20 minutes we've sat back further and further and further.
We spoke about Croydon. We said they looked dejected. We can cross to Olivia. Olivia, what is going on in Croydon?
Well, it was the first time it's been quiet here. We have an equaliser. I've got some more fans. We've got to lift our heads up. And what do you want Gareth Southgate to do? Ready for extra time.
I think he's got to bring on Rashford. He's going to have to do something now. I think we deserve to win the game, but now we're left asking questions. I think Rashford's got to come on. I don't know how he's going to fit him in, but he needs to come on, and we need to do something to attack this team because we can't afford to go to penalties.
Yeah, we need to keep our heads, need to keep calm, see the game out, and hopefully England can do it.
If it goes to penalties, are you feeling confident?
I'm not too confident at all, penalties.
I'm feeling confident when Harry Kane takes a penalty. Everyone else, I'm not so sure, but I think we've got enough to win it in extra time. I do.
We'll do it. We'll be all right.
Well, back to you in the studio, where it's probably slightly calmer.
So Smithy has nipped to the little boys' room with Emile Brave, but have we got any more fan questions? Pete Dorman.
Yeah, there's Alfie here has asked, what are your best and worst England memories?
Well, what a time to relive our worst.
Yeah. Well, so let's start with best.
I feel like this is the wrong time to ask Dave this question now. If he has to relive your 96 one more time.
Well, then let's just go best then.
The best memory, probably was Euro 96. Like, because I was a kid, right? You know, and we were literally
you were like 15.
We were a stud away from Gaza putting us through to the final, which I'm very confident, even as a young boy, that we would have gone on and beat Czech Republic.
Do you know
worst right now.
Do you know what? I don't think my generation of England supporters actually have that sort of peak either. So the first tournament I properly remember is 2002, and I think in 2000, maybe 2006 or 10, Jermaine Defoe scored against an Eastern European country. It escaped him, I think it was Slovenia or Slovakia in the third game.
Through, wasn't it? Yeah.
That might have even been a Euros, you know.
That was 2010.
It was 2010. And my celebrations following that goal, we needed that to win, to go through, but to be in that predicament where you need a Jermaine Defoe goal against a European minnow, absolutely shocking stuff. But the gents are back. Well, at least Jermaine is.
I mean,
at least Emile Heskey is.
So the game is back on. We're 40 seconds in. England seem to have started okay, but they've just given the ball away. Cheers, lads.
I mean, for me,
that's a red card. That he jumped into the tackle with 2 feet.
Come on, ref. If you've seen this, do your job, yeah. He's absolutely bottle job, this referee.
He's been reluctant to get the cards out.
Oh, it's about 50.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't really go off the ground.
No. I like how he's giving it our way, to be honest, because that could have gone the other way, to be honest.
In hindsight.
I mean, it is shocking that there are still 22 players on the pitch, to be honest.
I mean, I think not giving Barrios that red card has kind of set the tone from the start of the game. Right?
Well, now you can do what you want and not get sent off.
Who's on his shin pad?
I don't know.
Pablo Escobar.
If that's himself, that's JT territory, isn't it?
No, if that's himself, I'd rate that.
John Terry's wash bag, did you see that?
Yeah.
It might have been a gift, to be fair, so we'll let him off. But...
Come on, just relax.
We're just talking about best England moments, Smithy.
Readjusting my mic pack.
And mine was...
Best England moment.
Mine was Jermaine Defoe scoring against either Slovenia or Slovakia in 2010 to send us through. Yeah?
Yeah. This isn't great, is it?
So I struggled.
Colombia on the break.
What about...
You ran over it. Good job. Well done.
Barring Germany then. Or maybe as a fan since. That might be a more interesting question.
Player would be better, Germany.
Simple.
Yeah.
What have I missed, lads? What have I missed?
Not much. There was a challenge that could have very much gone another way. But Ashley Young kind of left his foot in a bit, to be honest, did it? The ref managed to give it our way, which was...
The best moment as an England fan?
Best moment as an England fan? I think Euro 96, mate. That tournament and 4-1 Holland game, beating that Holland team and genuine belief that we're going to win that tournament. Genuine belief in... how amazing we were. Do you know what we spoke about earlier? The 5-1 game that you were involved in and scored in, I think in terms of how iconic and memorable that game was, back home as well, was that was a huge turning point to beat Germany.
But that's also what they reference as their reset point, right? And that was after that game, they created a 15-year plan to win the World Cup, so it's actually your fault.
The celebration. You got in their head so much over the celebration that they ended up winning the World Cup.
A silly challenge.
Right, who wants to come off?
I don't know.
So we've got another half an hour of extra time.
This earpiece
and potentially penalty shootout.
They're playing for penalties, aren't they? Look them.
You think they are?
Just running it down. Look.
The fans are
look at the stark contrast in mood as well. That's got to kind of filter onto the pitch, right?
This is what we need. We need like a hero, don't we? We need someone to step up and grab the game. You know, someone to grab the game.
Emma, a quick word about the tournament so far. Obviously, huge nations going out. Most own goals in any other tournament. Most penalties scored in any other tournament. VAR the first time. Loads of shock results. What have you made of the tournament as a whole?
I've enjoyed it. VAR's made it a little bit difficult at times.
Yeah.
Just the waiting, and as well, you don't have too much. You're talking too much about VAR. You're not really talking too much about the game.
Okay.
But I've enjoyed it. We've had more penalties.
Another one tonight, which is 21 penalties scored from 28, which is incredible. More penalties than the whole of the last World Cup.
Oh, come on.
At this stage, you ready?
Oh, that's not a foul.
Don't give it.
What is he doing?
Oh, no.
Just clear the ball.
Pickford?
John Stones there.
Pickford needs to come for that.
That was a foul on the edge of the box, I think.
I don't think it was.
Also, 10 own goals more than any other. That's I mean, penalties you can understand because of VAR. That's unexplainable own goals, isn't it?
Although Sergio Ramos tried his best to claim that one.
He did, didn't he?
That was mental, giving it the...
Me.
Deluded.
The reaction on social media is very tight at the minute.
Go on.
Who's going to win in extra time? Colombia 49%, England 51%.
Wow. I was going to say it couldn't be tighter, but obviously 50-50 would be tighter. But it's almost as close as it can be.
That's why it's not a maths station.
Some people call him Falcao will score the winner.
I don't know about Falcao, man.
Why are you even reading this? Come on.
Because I'm being told to.
Stop being impartial and professional.
I've got the earpiece on. You're not being told that, am I? And being impartial, unbelievable. Oh,
how dare you?
Although you look so tired.
It's 50-50 now as well. Just saying.
Oh.
Well, when saying that, there is quite a lot of support for the non-English home nations. From the non-English home nations, 37% of them supporting England, apparently. Me not being one of them.
No, yeah, it was definitely.
I wouldn't know. No, I'm joking.
No, right.
No, I mean, there has been a couple of comments being like, I'm Scottish, but I'm still supporting England.
Really?
And yeah.
Wow.
They've been disowned by the family. I can tell you that. Coming from a Scottish family.
Nathan Hill, come on England, but I am from Scotland.
Oh, there you
Nate,
go.
I'm in the same boat. It's not a nice boat to be.
Harry Maguire to score the winner in extra time. You heard it here first.
What do you think of Pickford?
I like him. He's an interesting goalie. He's got one hell of a kick. We know that. The shot stopper very good. I think at times, with goalies, a lot of them don't come for crosses as much as I would like them to. Come and claim that. Come and claim that in the area. Make that area yours. And there's not many who do that anymore.
But that's all confidence signal and like owning your box.
Even when I'm not saying that you should have come for that one, but even that one there where they scored, that's in your area. You could come and collect it.
Do you think he is?
You played with? Sorry.
Possibly. David James was good, but
was he? Yeah.
Mentally just can switch off at times.
Not strong.
But physically he should have been the best.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah.
When you look at David James, physically he should have been the best. I think mentally he's not.
Oh no, that's not a foul throw, is it?
I think he'd given it before.
Have a day.
Yeah.
Fair enough. David James.
Done there, England.
Oh no! Please don't concede from this. What is going on here? Someone tell me.
What are you doing? Come on.
I mean, this is running the risk of descending in the farce here.
The pace has slowed down. Both sides are tight.
You can tell they're knackered.
I hope a mistake doesn't decide this.
Yeah.
Two balls on the pitch at the same time. That is what the
Even so,
obstruction
look who
was.
you're throwing the ball to.
Why is it Lino keeping it off and then running with play? Come on, Lino. You're better than that.
So just kind of going back to Jordan Pickford, do you think he should be England's number one? Because there's a few people calling for Jack Butland.
No, I think Pickford's probably our best.
Yeah, I think he is. I think he is our best. It's only at the time. The good thing is we got two good ones. Well, three good.
The fact it's too close to call is.
Yeah.
Look at Kane again. He's so deep. I can't believe how deep Harry Kane. Seen him so many times. Really.
Come on, Harold.
Very deep.
Yeah, surely if you want anybody in the box at the minute, you want Harry Kane in the box.
He's an absolute shot monster, and he takes the majority of his shots
you can't
in the box
Kane
like a good striker does. But how many efforts has he had inside the box today?
What do you think he's
barring the penalty?
He's frustrated that
the header a little bit. But
he's dropping back to try and get more involved in the game.
The thing is, Harry Kane does look knackered, but surely he's not going to sub him now with the penalty shootout.
Southgate
must have one mind on the penalty shootout.
Maybe he's actually said in extra time Harry dropped back a little bit because Vardy's going to be on the last man. I'm not sure. Maybe we had a bit of a disservice there.
Could be.
Vardy, this is a big game for Vardy. He's the fittest legs of anyone.
But that's the thing,
he's got that pace. He's got to
Vardy needs to
get
go on the
him
floor. If he's trying to play up top against that massive defender, he's got no chance.
I feel like if there's one player who doesn't care about the occasion, if the occasion's not going to faze him, it's Vardy. Like, he just doesn't. He just does his thing, doesn't he?
Yeah.
One-on-one, I can see him just absolutely whamming it in.
Talking of penalties, Emile, I want to get your thoughts on this because I've noticed it massively of how the art of penalty taking seems to have changed. Like back in the day, I remember Euro '96, every penalty twatted as hard as it can. You pick your corner, the Shearers, the Germans, you pick a corner and it was pace. Now, there's so many penalty takers for me, I don't know if you agree, that they seem to wait for the keeper to second guess and they place it or they're playing mind games. Do you think that's
I think it's
fair?
because of the goalies. You got to respect the goalies. The goalies have got better, more agile, can reach further, quicker. You've got to, before you just hit it hard and low, corner, no one's getting it. But now goalies are getting there.
I think also now, it's like the goalkeepers actually study penalty takers, don't they?
Although there's still a lot of encroaching, which always annoys me. The one thing in football which really annoys me, keeper's 3 yards off his line.
Yeah. I mean, every penalty is now, there's that.
But it used to be back in the day, you should hit it as hard as you can, man. Is a better way of putting it.
Yeah.
Apologies for any language.
That was Eric Dyer, though. He has no excuse to look that tired. What's going on?
But it seems certainly this competition, with every penalty, the referee has said to the keeper, "Don't come off your line," and then he still comes off his line, and it's not.
You're still going to do it.
Steal an advantage.
Yeah.
But it does make it a lot easier to say.
Yeah, when you're 5-0.
Unless you book someone or go along.
Retake.
Yeah, go along them lines.
And now the fear creeps in from every spot kick.
Yeah. Oh, we're going to get another dreaded penalty shootout.
I'm not having this.
He's got to be careful.
Oh, I tell you what, he's got to be careful there.
That's a little bit of a Gerard Piqué, isn't it? Against Russia.
And they've also given a lot of those penalties that have just been headed into someone's arm from half a yard away.
I mean, the one against Portugal was absolutely ridiculous, but...
The Iceland one as well.
No foul.
But I mean, even with VAR, how can they be making those decisions? They've seen it. They've seen he's like half a yard away, but they still give the penalty.
Harry Maguire win this.
Corner for Colombia.
Oh, that's Yerry Mina again, isn't it?
That'll do.
Yeah. Look at him, he's lethal, man.
Yeah, he is absolutely lethal.
Look how he runs, because his legs are so long. He's massive.
He's taking 4 strides to get the halfway line.
Oh, man.
Gut-wrenching.
Was it?
Yeah. OK, guys, if it goes to penalties, who are your 5 England takers then?
Good question.
Presuming you take Kane as 1.
Kane.
Vardy.
Yeah.
Vardy.
Lingard.
Henderson.
Yeah.
Henderson. Henderson has actually taken a penalty.
Oh, he's coming off.
Young's coming off. This
Danny
is
Rose.
Time for Rose.
That's a decent move, I think. That's a decent move.
He's got pace and run at him. Push them
Ashley
back.
Young
you know what I
off
mean?
for
'Cause at the
Danny
moment,
Rose.
Push further and further.
100%.
So is that England made all their subs now?
No, then you get one extra in extra time. Then
When
you
did
get
11
one
minutes
to
of
get
extra
fourth
get played?
sub now.
So
Extra time for me always seems to go so quickly.
That's flown by, yeah.
Is there anyone on the bench you would bring on specifically to take a penalty?
Get like Danny Welbeck warmed up. It's time. Honestly, he's ready.
He's born for this.
It's his moment. Come off the hour.
I like Wells, but...
He tweeted that the other day.
Didn't they?
Savage.
This morning.
We did ask this earlier. We've seen this on Twitter. This is what you guys think should be England's 5 penalty takers. Couldn't agree more. There it is. Harry Kane and then 4 other Harry Kanes in fancy dress. I think that would be quite a good way for England to go. But hopefully we're not going to get the dreaded penalty shootout. As we said earlier, despite the fact that England have a 100% record in penalties in normal time, taken 11, scored 11, including today, we do have the worst record in penalty shootouts in World Cup history. Been involved in 3 and lost 3. And of course, we've also lost in European penalty shootout competitions as well. So,
what are you doing?
I think none of us here want pens. None of us here want pens.
That sentence would never finish.
None of us here want pens. Come on, England.
So if you were to step up for a pen, would you choose your position, take it, or would you wait for the keeper?
Point. I would never have the confidence to watch the keeper and then go. I'd always pick a spot. Yeah.
I wouldn't. Oh, here we go. No.
Chance.
Falcao's so good at that, getting in between the 2 centre halves.
You wouldn't be anywhere near the penalties. Is that what you're saying?
Me? Yeah, mate.
Who was the best penalty taker you played with?
Down the middle.
Stevie was probably a good.
Steven Gerrard?
Yeah, very good.
Just the pace.
But yeah, and he's got that whip.
Yeah.
If you get that whip with pace, the pace that you can get on it.
Yeah, I mean, you saw the first 2 Harry Kane scored. Yeah. Absolutely battled him in the top corner.
Unbelievable technique on that. Any polls going around lately, Pete?
Again, I'm still just looking at this poll, who's going to win in extra time, and it's been edged.
You don't like it?
Out of England's favour.
Look, you need to be brave.
I just say what I love about watching this with the next England player. Emile just whispered to me, "I don't like this." Can you elaborate on what you don't like, Emile?
Just knocking it about there. One wrong pass and they're in.
I mean, I like it, Emile, because it's supposed to be part of our new identity, but not now in the 14th minute of extra time.
Just get it forward.
You're looking at the South American side, who they're typically supposed to be, ball playing. They play out from the back and all, and they're not doing that.
And
on the edge of their box.
The transition is what scares me about when they get in the final third. It's lightning quick, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just like bam, bam.
It's a strange game because we're lacking.
Look at this.
I mean, it seems like it's all Colombia now. They're dictating the game.
Massive.
There's all Colombia in the stadium. You hear Colombian fans. Colombia dictating possession.
Spreading the ball. I mean, you touched on it earlier. I think this game, the way it's set up, could be decided by a mistake.
Oh, don't. Please don't put it off.
Look at this. This is what they're.
This is England overloads. England are just chasing shadows at the minute.
Yeah. Little overloads, and we've lost some of our structure by making the substitutions, and it's a gamble that had to be taken. But
do you think the bad record, the bad record post 90 minutes in knockout tournaments has?
I feel like we need some fresh legs.
Do you think that plays on the mind of the squad?
I just caught you in the close-up, by the way, Dorman. That makeup is excellent, man.
That lid is fantastic.
I like midfield. It's so tired.
We've had the longest rest of any England team since 1966 in terms of our starting 11. So I'm not wholly sympathetic why we look this tired.
Yeah, because he rested 9 players against Belgium.
I think it was 8 changes.
Yeah.
8 changes England made.
Yeah.
9 that Belgium made.
So again, if he's making those changes for this game and then they can't go 120 minutes.
Still, we're not even like knocking at the door. We were for about 20 minutes, weren't we, in the second half? Oh goodness!
Oh, wow!
It looked like we had control of the game, but
everyone's talking about this right-hand side of the draw, saying England have got the favoured route. Obviously, the only country on the whole right-hand side of the draw, England, to have ever won a World Cup. Interestingly, that no player left in the World Cup has ever won a World Cup or even played in the final. That's how open this World Cup is.
France have got a young team, haven't they? Germany are out, Argentina are out, so it kind of makes sense, I guess.
Obviously, 3 countries on the left-hand side of the draw have, of course, won the World Cup: France, Uruguay, and Brazil. And we're into 1 minute of injury time, which has been played in the first half. I imagine the ref will blow his whistle any minute.
That's not. You're not going to get the best out of Vardy like that either. It's stupid.
Oh, you're right.
Are you surprised Loftus-Cheek hasn't come on?
Our issue at the moment is midfield. We basically have midfield.
Yeah. I don't think
they're so tired.
Well, I think Henderson is like pressing out left.
He's knackered as well. I'm not saying he's having a bad. He's too tired to get everywhere.
I don't think he's touched that in extra time. So you're right. Maybe just. I don't know. Maybe.
Because I think if we bring fresh over midfield, then we can get the ball in the forward, then try and put Vardy along the floor rather than trying to lump a big ball to him against that massive centre half. He's got no chance of winning that. Oh, England, how have you done this?
Here we go. It is half-time of extra time. Colombia 1, England 1. Gareth Southgate is chatting to his players.
What do you think Southgate was saying to Stones then? Listen, I know I've told you to pass it out from the back, but I'm thinking, whack it to Jamie.
Been here so many times before with England.
These nervous moments. It's so ominous, isn't it? You know, this picture when they're in the centre circle, it just reminds me of Portugal at Euro 2004. Was it to World Cup 2006?
Italy 2012.
Italy. Yeah. Well, Italy. Fast that one.
Do you think Colombia take penalties now then? Or based on how they played next time? You think they take penalties? Yeah.
Oh no, I'm thinking of Italy.
Mind you, they're on the ascenders, so
well, that's what I mean. They put
extra
time.
Uruguay, Italy,
and Costa Rica.
I think was it against Italy where everyone thought Sterling's shot went in?
Yes,
that was in the World. Yeah, it was in the World Cup.
It's one of my fondest memories. Something that never happened. Peckerman's a great manager. I really big fan of him. And like he's got a lot of tournament experience that Gareth Southgate doesn't have. I don't know, maybe that helps the team in this situation. Unacceptable lid behind him there. Is he the coach with tinted highlights? He should know better, shouldn't he? Can't be setting an example there. I mean, I can't say it yet. I don't say it too loud because
just trying to look at the body language. I always like looking at before penalties and extra time. Who's or
that's it, Hendo. Get him going.
Who's got the best body language? Colombia players seem confident. It's just interesting to see how these players.
Esteban Cambiasso. Yeah. What's he doing there?
Argentina.
Yeah, that is Cambiasso. Yeah.
He looks not a single hair on that head.
What a player he was, by the way,
for Leicester City. Yeah. Famously, no one else. Just that one season.
Colombian players in a huddle. They seem. I'm just looking at the body language. Am I reading too much into this? Do Colombia look like they're in the ascendancy?
They do look like they're in
the England fans there are dejected. The Colombian fans are dancing.
Almost.
Does this have any effect on the players?
It shouldn't do, but it doesn't look great, does it?
No.
Come on.
The thing is, the England players need to give the fans something to cheer. To pick them up.
Henderson did it there.
Come on, then, boys.
The fans up. Come on. They can't hear us, Hamill, but come on.
Bring back the energy, Smithy. I like it. Come on.
Just seems. I think a last-minute goal is always going to do that. Come on, England. Pete, what you got for us, mate?
One last
if he's got one last poll. If he's got one more
Give me a positive poll, Peter.
I haven't actually put one. I've been too busy watching the game.
Wow.
Come on, England.
Come on, England.
Do you know who would have had a poll? Temps.
No, I wouldn't.
Go on,
Charles England. Come on. Oh. It's got to the stage where now shoot. Go on.
Jamie Vardy.
JV.
Oh, that was his moment.
Was he offside?
No, he was on.
I said he would. I said
Big
he'd
chance.
whack that away.
Oh, no, it was way off.
He's offside. Has he given it though? Has the lino given this?
I think he probably would have.
He didn't give it. VAR probably would have looked at it though. Oh.
I mean, that's on his weaker foot, isn't it? Well, maybe been a little bit
VAR,
snapshot, weaker foot. Yeah. Hey, he's waited 130 minutes for a pun and it's come. Fair play.
I didn't hear what he said.
VAR did.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
It's not bad.
That's it. That's what we needed. That's what we needed.
A lot of...
Yeah, a little shot to the arm. Yeah.
That'll do. That's better. Come on, England.
Come on, England!
How aren't Colombia knackered? They've been pressing relentlessly all game. Look how high they still are.
But that's the
Falcao's
thing.
Falcao's got one knee.
From like the 70th minute mark, they really wasn't pressing.
A lot of you have been asking what Ross Kemp is up to at the minute. Well, he's actually been tweeting. If we could pan round to have a look at that. It's not just a game, believe. See, Ross Kemp, he would get me G'd up.
That's a passion you need.
I'd be scared.
In 4 live streams, that's the best moment.
Yeah, not just a game.
Going over to Ross Kemp.
Come on, Ross Kemp.
Topless Ross Kemp.
Whoever's put that.
Me.
I don't know why he's not got any clothes on.
Look at those traps, though.
And he's got some flowers in the background.
Absolutely shot to bits.
Oh, whose vein is bigger, his or the one Joe Thompson?
Go.
Clear game plan. Drop that in. Mina. Massive.
Then it's like
I know that's
5 players around.
Go on, there's a dodgy pass back. Get on it. Come on.
Come on, Vardy. Can somebody get Vardy a Red Bull? Come on.
Come on. He's on.
He's on.
It's not. At least we've seen
a lot more
now. It's been lively this half. England started this second half a lot brighter than Colombia. A lot brighter than Colombia.
Well up.
Well played.
Don't foul him.
Quicker than that.
Oh no, that's dropped it.
Oh no! Oh wow!
Well played, Jordan. Bit of gas in his tank. Love it.
A lot of people on Twitter here saying that Vardy can win it for England here.
Can't.
Can.
Okay, that's good.
That ain't a weird tweet to read out. That's just to get the buzz back in the stadium.
Yeah, it's just right.
Vardy can't win it.
Nice.
Come on, England.
Come on, guessing now. Oh, come on, England. I've nothing else to say other than that.
Keep your questions coming in the comment section.
Gotta love tournament football.
Wow.
We do. The Northern Ireland fans have been missed actually.
We're the best fans on the planet. Just look at Euro 2016.
Best fans on the planet.
I mean, that's
look at Euro 2016. Both Republic of Ireland and Northern Ireland. Everybody's mates. I'm pretty sure they accidentally damaged a car and then shoved in euros through the window to pay for it.
You're talking about Northern Ireland fans when a Colombia goal goes in, then your laptop's getting snapped out.
Come on, England.
Pickford against Ospina, it could be in the shootout. I suppose that's the only area of penalty shootout, being a keeper where...
Ospina's not the biggest, is he?
It's win-win for goals,
not like
the most
intimidating, is he?
Be a hero.
Oh, God. My half. Emile, Jesus.
18 minutes gone, we're getting ever closer to another penalty shootout for England in a World Cup.
Cradle something.
He's a quality player, isn't he? He's such a good player.
He's so capable of that, but at Barcelona,
Sanchez has been good as well.
At the tail end of the season, he was so suspect, honestly.
Really?
Yeah. Yeremina.
He's been an absolute beast today.
It took him like 4 or 5
That's it, Vardy, that's what we want.
Okay, past him.
Go on, nice. That's the right
Go on.
Bring that free kick. Trippy up.
Oh. Come on.
Referee, come on, son.
Ref.
And he's pressing him. Henderson's found a second.
Looks like, I was going to say, looks like he's got a bit more. It's a good header.
Keep it.
Yeah, spread that. Come on, bring it outright. Get Trippier more in the game. He's not really been in the game from the 60th minute onwards. He hasn't been onwards.
Oh, look at you.
Come on.
Asking for it. Yeah. Well, that's flat.
Cramp.
Don't get cramp.
Cramped up. Carl Walker has got a bit of cramp.
Oh, God. He's sand
It's really struggling. It's like he's dancing. He's really struggling with cramp there. But the play carries on.
You know what it feels like, right? We played soccer AM, and I was playing against Paul Merson, who's 40, Jimmy Bullard, who's nearly there as well, and I had to get carried off in the 60th minute with cramp, and it was embarrassing.
Carl Walker
but again, you're a lot less conditioned.
A similar level, right? But
conditioned.
Come on, Harry. Come on, Vardy!
He's there. Head up. Oh.
See. You need more than one. You need more than one man in the box.
Better.
Fill the box and you will score. Cameraman is livid, rightly so.
Harry Kane has been missing for the last 10 minutes.
I mean, and that's what we. As much as you want to malign Sterling, like part of his game recently has been arriving late in the box. Right? So he's a presence. He's another person to mark in the box.
Oh wow!
Lovely pass.
Great ball.
Terrible touch.
Ping that.
I feel like if anyone
I'll take a
is going to
shitty
score,
goal
it is Jamie Vardy in this half.
He has just added that intensity to England that they needed.
Who's that?
Go on, Hendo! That'll do.
We'll take the throw. I've actually got cramp from sitting down.
The conditioned athlete you are, yeah.
Bed sores.
Come on, England.
Danny Rose has made a positive impact down his left-hand side, for sure.
Big moment.
If like Walker is messed, I think he's come off. Because he's basically our last man, isn't he?
To make a fourth sub.
Come on, England. 21 minutes gone.
You can't have your last man with cramp. Because there's no point.
We've got quite another funny tweet which you can see on the big screen. This is from the money-saving expert, Martin Lewis.
Who?
Without being rude to those tweeting me money-saving questions right now, forgive me, but this really is the time. That is a great tweet.
They play big role.
It just goes to show the World Cup encapsulates everyone. Yeah, great tweet.
Good ball.
Great tweet.
Go on.
Go on, Danny.
Yes, Danny. Speed was in no man's land. I really thought that was
all
going
the people,
in.
Danny Rose, big chance there.
Good effort.
That's a very good effort. Spinning away. Can't even know. Spinning around.
You better not. You're not.
Big chance from Danny Rose, and here is how Croydon reacted to England nearly nicking it.
Liv's just chucked herself into the crowd.
Crowd surfing.
They're absolutely livid.
Was that pun intended?
Yeah, always intended. Here we go, Marcus Rashford. For Kyle Walker.
This is brave.
Now, is this brave on penalties, do you think? I mean, what do you think?
We've got 7 minutes to play.
Eric Dyer is setting the back now, yeah? And then...
No, good point, yeah.
England are going
and then
all
what?
out for this.
Who's going central
Rashford,
midfield?
Vardy, Kane, all on the pitch.
That's not great, is it?
Lingard.
Rashford in centre mid.
Rashford playing centre mid, yeah.
Unless it's Kane dropping back. But you don't want your best striker having to drop back, do you? It's just...
Rashford will play there. And you've got...
He's playing one of the three.
Eric
in
Dyer
midfield.
drop back, yeah. It's
come on,
it's definitely not going to be Kane or
just have one going off.
Win from Trippier.
Yeah,
There is now
Rashford's
7
taken
minutes
central
to
midfield
go
position.
before we get into another penalty shootout. Let us know in the comment section if it goes to penalty shootout. Can England
relax now,
finally win a shootout?
I don't want us to taint, meeting Emile Heskey. Like, if we lose, I'll forever associate this with failure. I mean, it's just...
Don't be like that.
Yeah. That's a good ball.
Great Vardy.
touch, JV.
Relax, Jack.
Yeah.
Oh! Brilliant play from Vardy. Come on, England!
I think looking at it, lads, we might have reverted to a 4-4-2.
Yeah.
Come on, it's coming.
No, it's still...
A good old-fashioned.
This is a great
Tell
touch.
what I mean now, mate. Benson and Hedges.
The Mexicans are out there.
Have you heard what I said about me out there?
Corner for England. Trippier.
Attack the ball, England. Attack the ball.
Harry Maguire, now is the time to put that meteoric Swede on the end of this.
Attack it.
Great ball.
Good ball.
Oh! Gosh, who's that, Hendo?
Henderson.
Dyer.
Oh, Dyer.
Eric.
Big chance for Eric Dyer.
Oh, meathead.
Oh,
See, it's been the issue, mate.
He has
so
to be better
hard.
now.
I feel like this
He has
match
to
has
at
been
least
going
watch
on
the keeper.
for over
Look
a
how much
day.
space he has.
Header.
He's got acres of space in the box.
Big chance.
Oh.
That's a massive chance.
Eric. Better than that.
I don't want to spread the penalties, man.
Oh, wow.
You know what's going to handle this?
Christian Zapata, old head. Maybe come to calm things on. This could be Colombia sitting back for the last 5. England are in the ascendancy.
Yep.
Maybe this will help invite a bit more pressure on. Maybe we get a couple more through balls into Vardy. Not sure.
England.
Bloody guessing at this stage, aren't we? Don't even know the formation.
Oh. Speaking of watch, Love Island started now as well.
Get out. Get out. Emily, don't tell me you're on a Love Island. Right, look at that look.
Oh, I mean,
That's
you're
exactly,
missing out.
If I could bottle that
You're
look.
missing out. It's premium TV.
You're a moron.
What's your language, Hamill?
What moron?
What's your language?
It's entirely accurate.
Didn't you say twatted it out?
I'm referring to the other word you said.
Which one did I say?
Don't repeat it.
I don't think I did.
Right, we are 25 minutes
Come on, England.
and 28 seconds into extra time.
Right, win the first ball.
Go on, boy.
Shame that won't Kane rather than Vardy.
Come on.
Kane's got, look how deep Kane is again.
He's like a CDM.
Oh, lovely touch.
Free kick, Rick.
Yes,
Come on.
Bring that back. Oh, no.
Come on, Lingard.
Oh, we've
Put him under.
overcommitted.
I feel like this World Cup will always be remembered for me sitting next to Chris Havel, agonising over England performances.
Well, we've limped through the 2 games together, haven't we? Absolutely limped through it.
I'll take that now then, mate.
Oh, mate, straight to the cricketers after hours if this goes in.
Oh, no.
Oh.
That's a corner, isn't it?
No,
He's got
it's not.
to get a
It's
shout
first
there.
goal kick.
Referee let it go.
Yeah, it's goal kick.
That looked like a
I thought it
corner.
was a header, yeah. I thought it was
No, I thought that
Powell
was
is
much
adamant that is a corner. Let's have a look on the replay.
The corner feels like a penalty at this point.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
mean,
there's
it
a
is
corner.
a definite corner. Comes off Eric Dyer's head.
How's the referee getting that one?
Well,
Fair play.
we'll take it. That's the thing, though. Can you imagine how extra tired they'd be if they'd all play against Belgium? So maybe, like, they'd be...
Go on. Go on.
Oh,
It's
Gambling there, isn't it? Gambling.
That kind of is what you want, though. You want Kane knocking it onto him, right?
No, not a throw. Come on.
Kieran
Not a foul,
Trippier
sorry.
letting Colombia players know what he thinks of them there. Which we don't condone. 27th minute, there can't be many more chances. Oh.
I think one last chance for England.
Oh, yeah!
Right.
Come on.
Who's putting this in from the left-hand
Has to be
side?
Trippier, surely.
Quadrado.
I'd imagine so, yeah. Ashley Young's off the pitch, isn't he? Haven't really got anyone else. Yeah, just a
The tag challenge of it.
Come on, England.
block.
Quadrado getting booked there for that tackle on Danny Rose.
Take your time.
Harry Maguire, come with the man, come with the head. Come on.
We've all said we fancy Harry Maguire. I said it as well. With the winner. We take anyone. We take this to go by any means. Danny Rose is over it.
Come on, lads.
Oh.
Is that going to be a foul?
England
Get there
throw.
quicker, then. Get there quicker.
He's always down, Ospina.
He is. He's a weasel sometimes, isn't he?
He's an Arsenal fan.
But, you know, without him, you'd have 0 chance. That was not the time.
To be fair, it is a good chance.
This is a big chance. Trippier with a throw. 28th minute of extra time. Come on, England.
The thing is, though, like, we haven't actually made enough of the fact that Ospina comes from nothing.
Yeah.
He comes from nothing.
Yeah, you haven't put in the high balls test.
But there's been no reason to, because there's been no recourse to, because Harry Kane's not been in the box.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Get up.
Come on. There can't be much injury time either. There cannot be much injury time.
Right, they win the second ball. His head.
No
Well in, Jordan.
Play Jordan.
Play it then.
And this is why, captain of Liverpool, second win, tenacious, love it, Jordan.
Surely there's only one last chance. England in possession. John Stones on the ball.
I can't
to
stand a
Henderson.
penalty shootout.
Just got to get it in. Come on. We hate penalties, England. Please score a goal.
Someone's got to go down the line for him.
Please. Oh! I don't like watching penalties.
They break off this, I'm going to be...
Take him to the ball.
Red ball, red ball. Red ball.
Dave, calm down.
Someone get Dave's tablets. Come on, England. One last chance. That's all we need. Jamie Vardy.
Come on. Guys, we are 10 seconds away from a penalty shootout involving England in the
Dave, I
World
honestly
Cup.
don't think we've done enough to deserve to win this.
Have Colombia though, Chris?
But I think a stalemate's probably fair at this point.
Yeah.
But we've been better in the second half of extra time. The first half was a nothing. Danny Rose was a positive substitution. I maybe would have liked to have seen that happen a little bit earlier, but
I don't know. I think there's not much more Gareth could have done from a managerial point of view, I suppose, other than just tell Harry Kane to
step from.
Yeah, just to sit up.
God, I don't know. Oh wow, they've got a chance now. I don't know what's worse, conceding now or losing on penalties.
Oh my God.
They're both pretty horrific.
Yes!
That's not a foul.
So it's pens.
Those sort of moments where you take penalties. penalties. Look, he's got his list. Who's that? He's got great.
But the thing
That
is, though,
Alan
what I
Russell,
also say
superior
is that
striker, who is now part of England's coaching setup.
Russell, what a looker he is. Bit of a dilf. What are you saying?
Chris.
penalties.
Oh, here we go.
Right, so there it is. That is the end of the game. England are 4-5, slight favourites with Sky Bet to win on penalties. With Sky Bet, don't forget you must get your bets here. Oh, the minimum odds 1. I can't even speak. I'm so nervous. 18+ terms again.
You can't be saying before this. I know we've got things we have to win, but England are favourites. Saying stuff like that's maybe not going to bode well.
I was told to read it, Chris. So guys, full-time whistle's gone. We go to penalties.
England to win. Easy.
This is what Jesse Lingard
England to
said
win.
about penalties before the game.
Okay, so we know that England have taken this very seriously.
Training and whatnot, and there's not really a set 5 yet. But everyone's confident enough to go up and take one.
You would?
Yeah, of course. Why not?
And cope with the pressure?
Yeah, I think we've been doing it anyway. There's always pressure and penalties 50-50, so I'll be. I'll go up and take one, no problem.
So Lingard says he'll take one.
Yes, I'm feeling confident. It has to change. It has to change.
It
has to change.
Penalty shootout at some point.
Surely.
At some stage, it's got to change, but you got to go up there with confidence.
Yeah.
You've got to. And the walk-up to it will show you whether
the walk-up's horrible, isn't it? Yeah. Why do we do that? It's cruel, isn't it?
It's actually... we're just becoming like a parody of ourselves if we go out again on penalties, aren't we? It's just we can't. It's such a cruel way to go out.
Do you think that's in their head though, that England's record in penalties has been so terrible?
100%.
We know they're taking this very seriously this time, don't we? That they're approaching it differently with the psychologist and whatnot. So time will tell if it's just part of the English makeup to lose.
We've got a great tweet. This is from Ross Jarman from the Cribs. It's all a secret plan from Southgate. It's going to go to penalties. Then Southgate is going to sub himself on wearing his Euro 96 shirt and score the winning goal. Has secretly quantum leaping, I reckon. I mean, we'll take it. We'll take
I love his positive.
any means. Great positivity. The thing is, guys, we've been here so many times before. England have lost every single penalty shootout they've ever been involved in World Cup. 3 from 3.
Smithy, it has to change, mate. It has to change. Has to change.
How confident are we we're going to win?
I'm actually confident now, because when I look at Ospina as well, I am not... me as a penalty taker, never mind internationals, I am not intimidated by David Ospina in goal.
Are they intimidated
Whereas
by
Jordan
Jordan
Pickford, he's a bigger man. He should be confident, go there and be the man, puff out his chest and go, right, we're going to win this penalty shootout. Harry Kane up first scores.
Harry Kane,
put the confidence
a little
out
bit of
there.
worry. It looked like he was limping a bit there.
Don't worry about Kane's limp, mate.
Mind games. Mind games, all right?
Talk us through the player's mindset now. What happens now? Does Southgate go, who wants to take one? Do they have a list out?
I'm guessing he would have had his 5 who were going to take the first 5. And they'd have been practising that. They'd have been mentally prepared for this if it came to it. And they've got to walk up with confidence.
Yeah.
Like you said before, you've got to puff out your chest and show that you're the better, you're the penalty taker and you're going to beat the goal.
Yeah. Okay, guys, all of us, who are the 5 you take? Kane will be 1, we think.
Yeah. Kane,
Vardy, another one.
Yeah.
Who else did you have, Emile? Marcus.
I'm feeling that Eric Dyer might take one.
Rashford, surely he's
3 kicks at last.
It's tough.
Surely you feel like strikers on the pitch. Rashford, Vardy, Kane, going to take one.
Welcome to those on Facebook who are just joining us as well now for the penalty shootout. We do not need to remind you what's happening. The game ended 1-1 between Colombia and England, and we find ourselves in another penalty shootout. England have lost every penalty shootout they've ever been in World Cup history, but surely that's going to change. We've got quite a funny message on the screen. Types of headache: migraine, hypertension, stress. Watching England versus Colombia seems to be the biggest type of headache.
Has been stressful evening.
Interesting to watch the body language of the players. Colombia players all seem quite confident. The body language is positive. We're just talking about who we think will take the penalties. There seems to be a consensus amongst us in the studio that Vardy will take one, that Kane will take one, Rashford, probably Henderson as well. Let us know in the comments section who you think will take the penalties and also how you think England will get on. Big moment for Jordan Pickford. He can only be a hero from now on in.
Much maligned in the last game, so come on, let's turn it around.
What are Twitter saying? What are Facebook saying? What's YouTube saying, Dorman?
Twitter is not voting in England's favour, I'm afraid, for penalty wins.
Keep it to yourself then.
56% on Colombia, backing them.
Did you have any sort of like weird superstitions before taking a penalty or anything?
I only took two. Took 2 penalties, scored 1, missed 1.
50%?
Yeah.
I'd say that.
And you generally just pick your side.
Yeah.
You twat it.
Is it a big advantage going second or first, Emile, do you think? If you go first, is that a psychological advantage? I always think I'd rather go first.
Yeah, you'd probably rather go first.
Yeah.
Get it out of the way, score your goal and put the pressure on them.
Oh, come on, England.
Right, this is, oh God,
There you go.
I hate watching penalty shootouts. Just to make it worse, we're being filmed watching England in a penalty shootout. It looks like Colombia are going to go first in the shootout. Radamel Falcao, their captain, steps up first against Jordan Pickford.
I think that's the same penalty spot.
Prediction, Emile, which way is he going to go, do you think?
Usually goalie's right.
Goalkeeper's right.
I'm not going to make
one. With the right foot, it's the side that you can get the most power.
Yeah. Big fan of Kasper Schmeichel's mind games of the day, guys.
Yeah.
Big fan of that.
Yeah.
Interesting to see how Jordan Pickford plays this. He has saved penalties for England, of course.
Schmeichel not the biggest bloke either.
Big moment. Come on, England.
It's kind of similar in style to Schmeichel a little.
Very animated Jordan Pickford. Can he make the first save?
Come on, Jordan!
Come on! Come on, lads. Come on, Jordan. I need a hero. Good penalty.
Down the middle.
Penalty.
Oh, I hate
That's fun.
penalties.
First choice.
Old school, foot through.
Old school, foot through. So it's 1-0 Colombia. Falcao scores, embraces David Ospina. Replay, straight down the middle, high.
That's a very good penalty.
It's just similar to Kane's, wasn't it? A bit more power.
Kane's already taken a penalty in this game. He scored 2 against Panama. How does this affect his mindset, the fact that he's already gone
Kane seems a very confident player anyway when it comes to penalties and stuff like that. So I don't think it will really affect him.
Okay. You need your captain to do
Harry,
these sort of things as well. We saw it with
Harry.
Modric, didn't we? Modric missed a penalty and then took one in the shootout, didn't we, when Croatia went through?
Come on, Kane. Come on, Kane.
You need to show those sort of cojones.
Oh. Yes! Come on! Come on!
That's a good penalty.
Never in doubt. What a penalty that is. Harry Kane has taken 4 penalties in this tournament, and the keeper has got nowhere near any penalty. Is he the best player that's ever played any sport? Let us know in the comments section. What a legend. Love him.
See, he actually looks very chilled out, this guy. I don't think...
No. Quadrado, fancy him, yes or no? To score.
Pickford, save.
Yes or no? Pick Dorman, Quadrado's going to score.
Over the bar.
Dave, is he going to score?
Pickford saving this, mate.
Hopefully he's remembering his spell at Chelsea.
Come on, Jordan!
Relax.
Come on!
Look at those sideburns.
Come on, Pickford.
This is the slowest penalty shootout ever.
Oh,
no, I really don't like this.
Who's next for England? Is it Vardy?
Don't know. Man.
That is a great penalty. No keeper in the world is saving that.
Wow. He's had a good tournament.
Next up is Rashford.
Come on, Marcus.
Come on. Big pressure on young shoulders.
Jesus, he's only just come on.
Come on, Marcus Rashford.
Come on, Marcus.
Big fan of Marcus Rashford.
I'm not sure how confident I am after that miss against Belgium.
Come on.
Oh, no. Come on.
At least at the
Love
time.
Marcus Rashford. Big fan of his. Come on.
Come on, Marcus. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Instant run-up.
Oh.
Yeah! Come on, Marcus! Marcus Rashford. Get in there,
Confidence.
That's it. Now put the mind games on.
That is a superb penalty from a superb player.
I think there's a bigger drop-off for Colombia, right, in terms of quality penalty takers. Let's hope that third choice, who is this? The guy who had a long-distance crack. Come on in, Jordan. Make yourself a hero, son. Joe Tomlinson's look-alike at the FIFA 2018 World Cup.
Jordan Pickford slowly walking into the goal, starting a bit of mind games.
Come on.
Third penalty since Colombia, 100%
He's too straight, Emile. He's too straight. He's saving this all day. He's too straight.
Come on. Come on.
He's too straight.
No! It's It's
far
gone in,
too
but, I mean,
early.
is that a good penalty? Is it always a good penalty when it goes in? Or
That's a
Pickford.
It was just calm.
Is it calm?
Yeah, and I think he's waited for him to move and just slotted it in. Watch.
Pickford did commit. Yeah.
He just
wow!
waited for him.
Waited for the keeper to go.
Muriel, he's a good player.
Who is next?
Oh!
Jordan Henderson. Now, this is very interesting. Jordan Henderson has taken a penalty against David Ospina before for Liverpool against Arsenal and scored.
Good lad.
He went bottom left. Now, this is very, very interesting to see what will happen here.
Come on, Jordan.
Come on, then, Jordan.
Come on, Jordan.
Had a strong second half of extra time.
He's missed it. Jordan Henderson has missed it for England. Colombia
All right, cool.
are in the lead.
Come on. Over to you then, Pickford. Come on.
Interesting. That was interesting. That was the other way to where he went last time against Ospina. Here are some reactions.
Great
from you
save.
guys.
That's not even the worst penalty. Come on, that's a very good save. Yeah.
It's not a good pen.
Yeah.
It's not a good pen, and this is
Certainly
how
not
you
the
guys
worst.
react.
Come on, Jordan.
Colombia 3-2. Jordan Pickford, we need a hero, mate. It wasn't a great penalty for Henderson. And it means Colombia have the lead. And they've taken first.
Come on then, Pickford.
Need
Come on.
to save it.
Jordan. Please.
Short one up.
Yeah! Come on!
Yes! These are the scenes in Croydon. Boom!
It's back on now. It's back on. Momentum's back with us now.
We're still behind, it's worth pointing out.
Are we?
No, it's level.
It's level.
Both missed one.
It's maybe Russia.
No,
we've still got
We've still got to score. We're still behind. We still have to score this.
Never in doubt. He's just tripping.
Wow, Kieran's just
Just
next
hammer it.
up. So it was pointing out, we've both missed one, but Colombia are ahead still in the shootout 3-2 because they've gone first. Trippier needs to score this still to level it up.
Come on, Kieran. Deserves it. Had a great tournament. Come on, lad.
Been one of England's best players in the tournament.
Come on, Kieran.
Kieran Trippier steps up.
Yeah!
Come on! Does it? Kieran Trippier, nerves of steel. That is a great penalty. Look at the body language as well.
Come on, Pickford. Make yourself a hero, mate.
Jordan, come on, mate.
Oh, God, look, penalty that is. What we love about this is people of all ages enjoying the scenes. It is 3-3. This is the fifth penalty for Colombia. Currently it's 3-3. One player is missed for each team. Jordan Pickford is in goal, obviously. I'm so nervous, I can't even think straight.
Carlos Bacca, prolific forward, has chosen to go fifth. He's not confident.
Come on, Pickford.
That's my rationale.
Come on, Pickford.
Come on, Pickford.
Chatting ball. Come on. Come on, Jordan.
Come on.
Pickford's got this.
Come on!
On it now.
Who's taking it now?
Pickford takes.
Come on!
What a flipping
Who
save that was.
Who takes the last one?
Must be Vardy.
What a save, Pickford!
That's a
These
great
are the
save.
scenes! Get him! Up and down the country,
That's the end.
crazy.
He tried to save Januzaj's shot with
3-3. Eric Dyer.
Oh
redemption for his left mitt.
The hopes of a nation in the hands of a Spurs player. We're in big trouble here,
I
Smithy.
said Eric Dyer was taking this.
Eric Dyer to win.
Come on!
The first ever penalty shootout for England in World Cup history. If Eric Dyer scores, England win their first ever penalty shootout in World Cup history. Come on.
Oh my gosh, I just won!
Massive.
I've just witnessed England win a penalty shootout. I don't know what's going on.
And they've won.
Oh, get in!
These are the scenes up and down the country.
I can't believe it. Literally can't believe it.
God knows what it's going to be feeling like to win the whole thing. Jesus.
What a penalty shootout.
Look at that.
Yes! Yes, Jordan!
Come on.
Ginger Dom!
Absolute scenes.
Oh.
And here is Croydon reacting to the goal.
I just can't believe we won a
gonna
penalty
go
shootout.
mental.
Literally. Oh, scenes. We've got to get out there.
We've got to get out there. For a win race,
Come on!
Oh
gosh.
Yes! Cannot believe. What a save that second one.
Yeah, Pickford save.
Shout out to Tottenham Hotspur.
By the way, shout out to Tottenham. Kieran Trippier.
That was a rubbish penalty.
Scoring.
Arguably the worst penalty of the bunch.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, floppy hands of Spina. Thank you very much.
Wow.
Has he hit that twice? Anyway.
Wow.
Let's not dwell on that.
Honestly, I cannot believe I've witnessed England win a penalty shootout in the World Cup.
Look at the scenes from the England players.
Get in!
Look at the scenes going absolutely crazy.
Wait, if nothing else happens in this World Cup, at least we've eradicated that from England's modern history.
Look at Southgate. He knows more than anyone what it means
He
to
deserves
miss
it.
and lose a penalty
Redemption.
shootout. Look at the scenes.
3,005 million streamers. Shout out the Football Daily Man them.
What a penalty
And
shootout.
girl them.
Come on! I'm absolutely knackered. Emile, talk to us about what this means in the history of England to win a penalty shootout.
Look at that. Look at them scenes.
Is this one of the best moments of your career, Emile?
On the couch, yeah. On the couch, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Right, Olivia, you're in Croydon. What are the scenes like? We're coming to Croydon.
I can't believe it.
It is absolutely electric in here after England have finally won a penalty shootout. How do you feel? Well done, England! Woo! I think the atmosphere really says everything we need it to. Back to you, Smithy.
Wow, look at that. We're just seeing scenes. Look at the agony. Oh, wow, in the Colombian faces.
Marcus Rashford, what a penalty that was.
England players going absolutely crazy. Unbelievable end to the game.
I think you realise how much it means to everyone. Seeing from the reaction of the lads, of the manager, of the fans, us in here.
You know what's so good as well? Like we've won dirty. We have not played well today.
No.
We've not played well.
That's the sign of a team that usually does quite well to win when you're not playing your best.
Yeah, to grind out those results.
Grind out the results. England have won on penalties. Colombian players in tears. Pete, what are people saying on Twitter? Surely the reaction is crazy.
It's literally impossible.
Is football coming home yet?
Emile, can you, for our Instagram, just say it's coming home, please? Just to the Football Daily Massive. Just.
Tell you what, lads, it's definitely coming home.
Yes! Get in there. What a bit of gold that is.
Unbelievable penalties, it has to be said, Dave. Harry Kane, Kieran Trippier, Marcus Rashford.
Was that 3 Spurs players scored?
And
unbelievable scenes.
Yeah, Eric Dyer. 3 Spurs players all scoring.
So confident as well.
Jordan Henderson, they're so confident, weren't they?
You see, like the second save from Pickford is amazing.
Yeah.
Well, in my head it is anyway. I have to rewatch it.
Jordan Pickford, unbelievable. And England's route now. Don't forget, England plays Sweden next. Then they play potentially Croatia.
Let's just get past Sweden. We have made a massive mistake. Let's just get past Sweden.
We haven't got the best of records against Sweden, but
we haven't,
But like here in penalty shootouts, things need to be changed.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
We're just watching amazing scenes now. Pickford, everyone's going up to those England fans. Shirts, Gareth Southgate. Look at the emotion on Gareth Southgate's face. Looks absolutely delighted. So we're surprised Vardy didn't take one. Do you think he would have taken
maybe take the 6th one, maybe, innit?
5th, yeah.
He's actually got a pretty patchy penalty record at Leicester, so I'm not surprised he didn't get in there. Oh my God!
Amazing. We've seen history. Man. England pretty amazing in penalties. We've had three in normal time.
Oh my gosh!
And a shootout. Harry Kane is on for the Golden Boot as well and the Golden Ball.
Yep.
Shout out Adam Templeman on the Twitter sphere. Great tweet we've just read there, mate. Well done.
Perfection, that, mate.
No, we definitely can't shout it out, mate.
In fact, it was...
So here is the route. Let's look at the knockout stage now. Russia against Croatia is a quarter-final. Sweden against England is the other one. They will meet in the semi-finals. It's official. Can you believe it? It might be coming home, guys. We're never going to have a better opportunity, Emile, surely, of winning the World Cup.
Like you said, I think it's been very, very good on us. And, you know, I don't want to...
jinx it.
Yes, but it looks very nice. It looks very nice. But Sweden are going to be strong.
Yeah.
And going to be a difficult team.
Yeah. Look, they've knocked out on the way to the...
Yeah.
Even in qualification.
We haven't got the best of records against them. But, You know, the lads have done really
On the
well.
negative side as well, England do need to play better than that, don't they? That's,
Yeah,
it's
I
a bit
think
like
so.
Croatia got out of jail a bit, but they came through that tough test.
But getting better throughout the tournament goes on is better.
Surely
than
that penalty win will give them so much
massive
confidence.
massive.
The only thing now is they need rest, recuperation, and to go again. Because
I need a rest
that
after
took
that.
a lot out of them,
Wow.
as you can see.
Massive.
What did England players do tonight?
To be honest with you, they'll probably have their families around and stuff like that, which will I doubt anyone would be drinking too excessively.
the South game seems like a
just
level-headed.
just chill.
keep the feet in the
young
ground.
lads as well. So
Probably just watch Love Island, wouldn't they, Chris? Probably just watch Love Island.
What was it? I think Gabby Logan asked Harry Kane what he enjoys doing. He's just like, just been playing Xbox, basically.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, just 8 hours a day, so maybe more of the same.
Well, it seems to be working. So get the England squad an Xbox. What is this? What's it brand?
Fortnite.
This is it. I just read this tweet from Russell Brand. I'm naked, I'm crying. I just vomited a bit of tea. England. Hashtag World Cup. Comment there. You're naked. Are you with Ross Kemp? Is one of the comments.
That's quality.
Yeah. Be a great party.
Shout out to Pandora 347. That's exceptional linkage.
Yeah, tying it all in. Everyone absolutely buzzing that England have finally won a penalty shootout. England are in the quarterfinals. England will play Sweden. Unbelievable. Any final thoughts, guys? I'm absolutely knackered.
Yeah, I'm shot to bits.
made up. To be honest with you, you know.
Thank you.
We didn't play well.
Yeah,
we didn't play too well. But to go out to go through in this fashion, put some demons to bed, and put some smiles on people's faces as well.
That was the worst case scenario, right? That was that England go to penalties after showing so much promise in the early stages of the tournament, and now we've got through that. Let's play. Surely that fills them a bit more confidence. Play a bit more expansive football. You know, we don't have to worry about that, like plan B, do we? So I'm hoping this breeds a bit more confidence and we see them play a bit, like, similar to that first 45 against Tunisia. If we put that in against Sweden in the first half, I think that puts us in a great position.
Yeah. Well, that is all we've got time for. Big thanks to our guest, Emile. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
All the Football Daily lads for being brilliant, as always. We'll be back on Saturday for England against Sweden with Bobby Zamora, who will be with us for the quarter-final match. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and have a great night. Come on, England.
Spark your sports brain. Go global with Sky Bet.